Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Dungeons After Dark, where I, your DM, Andrew Taylor, sit around and play my favorite game with some of my favorite people. At the table this week, I have Tucker Daigle, I have Mike Baudry, and digital as usual, we have Kyle as Vinsire, Chris Jensen as Kitsune slash Ezume currently, and finally, Christian Evans as Henry Bibbleston, the Bibblemeister himself. So, with introductions out of the way, we're going to do a quick, ever so quick recap. It's been 3 weeks since we have played these characters at this table. So, we're going to do a pretty robust recap here, and then we'll jump right into tonight's session. Sounds good? Sounds good. Okay. So, you guys were continuing on the road to Goodgrass. We did a couple of things last session. So we started our session picking up the morning after the carnival. At night, you guys recovering, having a long rest, and getting back on the road. We did some random encounter rolls, and you guys rolled 2, which, unbeknownst to you, was simply a roadside encounter with the traffic guard. As you get to the roadside encounter, you discover that these wagon trail, if you will, is a group of traveling fish salesmen who are selling pickled fish, pickled herring to be specific, from Bolovine, which Esme delightfully purchases. I only mention it because it becomes a running bit that everybody else hates it except for Vinsire. As as you guys are at that roadside, a couple of other things transpire. Henry's able to find, through bartering, a owl feather. So he now has an owl feather that he can use for the identify spell. Also, we sat down with the bard and heard them recount some of their tale about King Thrain Stormdelver, this mythical dwarven king who allegedly had an ancient dwarven kingdom inside the Ebon Mountains.
Doraro.
Yes, called Dwarodi. We then got back on the road and settled in for the evening. Or excuse me, actually, we didn't settle in the evening at that point. While that we were on the roadside encounter, they mentioned a small settlement called Lost Hollow. You guys decided to pursue that trail, that lead, and made your way to a little bit north and east to Lost Hollow. Along the road, you noticed a plume of smoke in the distance, and after investigating, discovered that the settlement that was Lost Hollow had been burnt to ash, at least a day prior. As you guys investigated further, you discovered a lone survivor in the ash, laying between 2 freshly dug graves. This lone survivor, later revealed to be named Vaneth, is an Eladrin fighter whose family was brutally murdered, according to him, brutally murdered in this attack, along with the rest of the village. There are bones piled in the village. He tells you that he was attacked. He was coming back from a hunting trip as the village was being attacked. He got back. His wife and daughter had already been killed, and he fought to try to avenge them, taking out 5 or 6 before eventually being almost fatally wounded and left for dead. You guys have a very, I say, restless sleep. I don't think any of you outwardly trust Vaneth. I'd say maybe Brahm was the most trusting of everyone, the most accepting. As you guys kind of settled in for your long rest and woke up back on the road the next day, doing some light role play, learning more about ourselves and Vaneth, and eventually settling in for a long rest. The long rest was interrupted for Kitsune because the tattoo given to her during session 1 by Orion came to life. Like Sirius Black in the fire at Hogwarts, began talking to Kitsune, giving her a task. Get to Blackmore in 2 days to help secure a package, a shipment, or suffer the consequences. So, that is where we pick up the following morning after a long rest. With that, welcome back to the table, everybody. It's your table now.
Good to be back.
First thing I'd like to do,
What's that? Go ahead.
I would like to use my pre-nightly night downtime to try to craft a regular healing potion. Just let you know. Really hard for me to mess this up.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll for it right now.
Sure.
And I did it.
Nice.
Beautiful. Pretty anticlimactic, but I just want to make that clear.
Okay.
And now I'm tracking all my ingredients and everything, so all the gold and the time were good. That's what I want to do first. Because I will be waking up last.
As we wake up from our long rest, what's everyone else doing?
Henry's gonna stretch.
Oh yeah, get a little creak in the bones, get a little.
Warrior pose.
I've woken up and I'm still just kind of like keeping an eye on Homeboy and keeping a closer eye on his sword. It is quite shiny.
Ha!
I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna walk over to Ishmael. I'm gonna ask him, is it okay if I see your
Ishmael?
Wait, is that not it?
No.
F.
Vaneth.
Oh, fuck, it's the next name down.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Procedures.
Vaneth, is it okay if I take a glance at your sword?
If you like, it's just, I assume mithril. He hands it to you.
I'm gonna kind of.
Yeah, it's a sword.
I'm gonna walk over to the tree, just see how sharp it is.
Yeah, I mean it's a very, very sharp, well-made sword. I mean, it's not. There's nothing like super like fancy about it. It's just a standard issue military sword, but it's made of mithril from the south.
Can I examine the hilt and like the handles to see if there's any intricate or
There's nothing intricate. There's nothing intricate about it. There's nothing. There's no like identifying marks. It's just a standard issue sword. Just happens to be made of mithril.
Okay. I'm gonna. It's very sharp and well balanced. It's a beautiful sword, and I'm gonna hand it back to him.
Yeah, he takes it back and just sheathes it.
DM.
Yes.
We are approximately how far from Blackmore?
You're 2 days travel at a normal pace to the lake.
And to the lake, not to the actual island.
Yeah.
Damn. I think Kit would have been awake and like had already packed all her shit up. And the second Vinsire starts stirring, she's gonna go over to him.
I imagine it'd be last, so just like very much still like laying up against a tree, just like.
Yeah, when you wake up, I'm sitting in front of you.
Oh,
Just squat in front of you.
What form are you in?
I would be goblin right now.
Okay.
I got mine. That's great. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Vin.
Yeah, do you need something? Do you need something from me?
I was just wondering if you could help me get, everyone up and ready to go. I think we should get a move on.
Okay. Do you need breakfast or anything? Are you good?
I'm fine. I think we'll be good. I think we should just, try and tackle the mission at hand.
Okay. Well, fair enough. I've done what I needed to do. So if we want to head where you guys all wanted to go, I appreciate the small detail. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I just think
ready to go.
I think if you could help me, they're definitely more trusting of you than me. So just a gentle nudge might be good.
Okay.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay. I'll brush myself off a little bit. And I'll go walk over to Henry and be like, "Oh, Mr. Bibbleston,
Yes, young man.
are we ready? Is this you got any plans for the morning? Are we ready to hit the road? Are you
no,
good? Do you need me to help it? Do you need me to load you up? I know you normally have the.
No, Clive will do it for me. Don't worry. I just need to sit here for a moment, smoke this pipe, and reflect on, what spells I want to use today.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Beautiful. Brahm, you good? Ready to roll out whenever earliest convenience? You good?
I kind of just like look at you and just like look away and just like keep just doing my thing.
I'll teach it.
That'll show him.
All right. Well, fair enough. All right. Well, Esme, I did all I could. Kazamak is Kazamak. I don't think he'll come along. But if we want to roll up and roll out and see if they follow us, I mean, I'll go. I'm good right now. I don't even got to do anything.
I mean, we can wait. It's safer to travel in a group. But I mean, I do think we should try and get a move on.
Okay. Well, anybody need help with anything? I can hobble some horses. I could sing a tune. I could play a nice flute song.
No, I got Adam's loading all my gear for me.
Okay.
Hey,
Ron,
I'd
you
like
help
a
with
song.
gear? You're sitting there.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that guy.
Yeah, you guys look over. Adam is, he's literally just like, he's almost like humming to himself. He's going,
Is this boy connecting to the fucking internet?
dial up.
Well,
Connection established.
I am ready to go whenever you guys are to hit the
Does
road.
he hum the same tune all the time?
Yeah, he does.
Got this thing memorized.
Hey, midnight's all good to go. I'm good to ride. Anybody need to ride with me?
Oh, I would need to ride if I'm still free to ride with you to civilization.
Sure, hop on.
Yeah, Benneth will hop on with you.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and hop up on my horse.
So I saddled my horse and I
What's the guy's name with the sword again?
That's right.
So if for us to get there at a faster pace, is that literally just
Good job.
would that literally just be having the horses at like full tilt to get there within 2 days?
Yeah, so what I would say is moving at a double speed would probably be different than moving at a okay, so like you have like a trot, and then you have a walk, a trot, and a gallop, right? So normally you just be walking the horses, maybe a little bit of trotting, but mostly just walking them. This 60 mile you can do, and essentially you guys were doing a brick a day. You can do 2 bricks if you push the horses hard, but the horses will suffer a point of exhaustion. So if you push the horses hard all day, if you run them all day with minimal breaks, you will make it to the lake by the end of day. If you're lucky and there's a ferry and you find a ferry point, you can get the horses on a ferry and get across the lake to Blackmore the following morning. But you'd have to push the horses hard, and that would mean you'd have to explain why you're pushing the horses.
Maybe explain why we're pushing the horses.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll just wait for everyone to saddle up.
Okay, well, are you ready to get going, I guess, or?
I'm ready to get going.
Well, I'm ready.
So as you guys get on your horses to
Oh, sorry guys, my bad. I wasn't ready. We can go now.
as we get on our horses. Yeah, I was like, do I wait for everyone to tell me they're ready to go, or do I just tell them they're ready to go?
How dare you assume I'm ready?
Yeah, as you guys get on your horses and team up, you get on the road. You start heading east to Blackmore.
The second we start moving, I'm gonna like lean into Vinsire's ear and be like, I'm just gonna need you to go with me. And I'm just gonna slap the horse on the ass.
Okay. Make an animal handling check for me, please.
Me or him?
Vinsire, and do it at disadvantage because you're not expecting this.
So I was say, is this an animal handling check or like a dex save? This is heavy.
Animal handling check at disadvantage. Yeah. So this is more about you trying to maintain control of the horse.
Okay.
We're frantic. I can't help it.
Okay. 13.
Okay. 13, not bad. Yeah, a couple of bucks. It's important to remember that you guys are level 4, so a couple of bucks here and there. But with 13, you're not unseated. You're nearly unseated. But you are able to maintain your seat. And your guys' horse takes off at a very brisk pace.
Is everything okay? Are you all right?
You guys watch as he's shouting this to Esme. You guys watch as their horse takes off at a sprint. What are the rest of you guys doing as their horse takes off?
What's going on? And I'm gonna prepare a spell and look around.
Yeah, I'll look behind like, what?
Yeah, I would do the same thing. As like, I'll be examining the woods to like what's going on.
You don't see anything.
Flipping around on the horse as we're like slowly like getting away.
Disconnected.
Oh, Catherine just disconnected from the speakers. As we're slowly getting away from them, I'm just gonna scream, "Nothing, just early bird gets the worm," and then just allow the horse to take off.
And I'm just gonna continue my pace because that's not a good enough explanation for me.
I'm like, do we need to push our horses that hard? We're not.
Sounds like the
I take
whippersnapper
it we're
wants
out of
to race.
earshot at this point.
Yeah, they're
At this
definitely-
point, we gotta go.
Yeah.
Are
So
we?
you're either riding at their pace or you're getting left behind and talking to each other.
Well,
I mean, we're not. I didn't think we were in a rush. There's no time limit on this thing. If we kill horses,
do you see this magnificent beast I'm riding? I can't turn down a challenge like that. I'll turn to Vaneth and I'll be like, here, hold this. This is Philip. She's a girl. Go! And then just take off.
Hold this. Hands him a rat.
Yeah.
Hands him around and then kicks Midnight into fucking full sprint.
Hey, here. Hold this. From the front of a horse.
Hands a rat and takes off. Philip screams, "What?" as the horse takes off. Yeah. So as you, all right. So they kick off. What are you doing?
I'm gonna look at you and be like,
oh, like, guess they're wanting to get there fast, and I'll just try and go fast.
Okay.
Gallop up.
I'm just gonna, just a nice gallop. I'm not dead spreading my horse.
Okay.
Because I mean, everyone just took off and fucking.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm just trying to sprint up to. I'm not gonna go the whole time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking. I'm not gonna kill my horse. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, horses move at the same pace. They all have the same athletics and speed and all that. So.
Okay, but how would my horse's speed change if I cast it at enlarge reduce?
And made it 1 size bigger.
It would increase its carrying weight. It wouldn't increase its speed necessarily.
And it would only work for a minute.
Yeah.
You turn on the NOS and get there just like half a second faster.
Go, baby, go.
We got there 2 rounds faster than the other horses.
As you guys are pushing your horses, a couple of things here. Those of you with 2 people on your horses, you realize that this pace, normally your horse could last all day at this pace and just be really fucking exhausted. However, with 2 people on it, you do the math and twice as bad. So you can assume that your horses would be twice as exhausted at the end of the day.
Even though I'm wee.
Even though you're
Even though I am weak.
Petite.
Midnight can take it.
Yeah.
That's what she was bred for.
I didn't buy this horse.
So about 10 minutes go by as you guys are pushing the horses. There's just a steady push.
So I had no choice. I have to push it.
Yeah, bro. I was gonna say you realize that you like come around a corner that they're not like waiting. They're clearly pushing through.
Can I cast Speak with Animals on my horse?
Sure.
Well, actually, I guess I'll cast it on myself.
Yeah. That'd be funny.
Your horse.
Oh god, I'm fucking dying.
You bitch.
Yeah,
Uh,
you speak with animals. You cast speak with animals. You now have that ability.
Yeah, I just want to like basically like reach on like, hey, if you need a break, if this is too much, take it.
It was too much. I'm 30 seconds in.
We'll push it as hard as you can for as long. If you need a break, we'll get you a snack. We'll magic you up. We'll do good. Whatever you need.
He stops right there.
I'll keep going. I'll keep trying, boss.
I appreciate you, my man. You need anything? Yep, give me a name. I got. I'm sure that we could find a snack for you out here. I'm sure Esme said there's some sugar cubes where we're going. I'm sure we'll be able to get you something real nice.
Make a deception check. Don't you lie to this fucking horse.
I won't make the horse has an intelligence of less than 3. It's not smart enough to make it. It's like
Horse, snacks.
So I want to don't die. Is what I'm trying. I want you to not be dead when we get to where we're going. So if it comes to you think you're gonna die, and I know it's hard. I say yours we're going like 60. I know it's hard, but if you gotta take a break, you could take a break. And that's basically just what I'm trying to do. Trying to level with my man here.
Some of you may die.
all right, Brom. Are you speeding to catch up with the party, or are you going your own pace?
Remember the last time you stayed by yourself?
How far is he from me? Did you take off?
I'm just picturing Jean laid
In
out
the
in the fucking,
me too. That was the exact moment.
Jean laid out in the fucking rain, getting his shit pushed in, almost getting modified by rain.
We're all having a grand old time in the bar, just getting shit.
Yeah. What a world! What a juxtaposition to your current situation. We going fast, or are we going to continue doing our own pace?
Gosh, I'm gonna fucking pick up the pace.
Okay. So with that being said,
Just in
as you
case.
pick up the pace, can I have Vinsire? Can I have you roll a d6 with me, please?
This horse is stepping in a
All right, do
hole.
we want to place bets on a 2, my boys?
I got $5 on a 2.
$5 on a 2. All
I
right.
got a 5. I got a 5.
All right.
Okay,
Let me
here,
see
next.
where
I
we're
looked at
at.
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
3.
Oh,
House takes it.
I'll
Damn.
take that. Sorry, guys. Yeah.
I'll get that to you.
Everyone pay Kyle.
Don't worry, Kyle. I'll pay you back.
I believe you.
As you guys are going, you come across. Actually, go ahead and make perception checks.
Natural 20.
Oh,
So these-
there you go.
So just so you know, when you're moving at double speed, your checks are made at disadvantage.
Well, this is gonna be
But I still rolled a 25. I rolled a 19 and a nat 20.
Nice, man.
5.
Damn.
8.
Motherfucking 15.
18.
Robbing me of my nat 20.
Sorry to steal your nat 20s.
18.
18. So anyone with a 16 or better, you notice as you're going up in the distance, there is a large trail, like that cuts across the road, like almost like a drag. It looks like a drag mark, like something heavy drug across the trail here, and it goes into the woods. You don't need to make a nature or survival check to see this trail. It's fucking pretty massive. Something really big kind of like moved through here. It was like looked like it was like dragging.
Can I make an investigation check?
Yeah. Anyone who wants to make a check of any sort can make a check, but you have to slow down to do that.
I also would like to see which direction it's going.
I would just like to see if there's identifying drags.
Okay. So Vinsire's kind of in the lead here, so I'll start there. Vinsire, are you slowing down? Are you and Esme slowing down as you come to this? I mean, it's very obvious. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask. I rolled a 15, but I have a passive perception of 17. Does that matter?
This is an active look. I mean, you would notice it as you get close.
Okay.
But you
I
would-
imagine that like I would slow down, but I obviously wouldn't stop. But I'd slowing down, just like point to Esme, be like, that was a big thing that went through there.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. We should definitely keep pace. It's
Yeah,
just
but I
another
think, and I want to make a
just
nature
another
check to see
thing
if I
in the
can
woods.
tell
Don't.
what it was that like made the trail.
Oh, it's probably just normal things. We could just keep going.
so this would actually be a survival check if you're trying to figure out what it is. So a survival check.
24.
24. There's a couple of things in the woods that are this big. There's dragons, there are owlbears, there are hydras, there are like dire wolves could be a hole this big. Like these are big things. So it's something of that size. These are big creatures. Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Based on the damage, is there like, do we know like what direction it was going? Like, are trees like fallen in a specific way? You know what I mean? Like, are they stamped down the same way? And we know they're like.
Yeah. So the trail heads north. The trail was going north.
Okay.
And then go ahead and make an Arcana check. Sorry.
23.
23 and me.
The 23. You remember from your teachings that there is big money in rare beast parts.
Mhm.
Like the alchemical ingredients that you can get from some of these bigger beasts are rare and worth a lot of money. And as you
Okay.
jiggle your coin purse, as you slowly ride your horse, you hear very little jingle.
Yeah.
Not a lot of jingle or jangle.
Okay, so I think I'll come to like a very slow, like basically like a barely a walk, just like while I'm pointing and like talking to Esme and I'm thinking, I was like, yeah, Esme, like we don't need to stop, but this could be, honestly, this could be one of the missions they're gonna give us anyway. If it's a big, there's a lot of money in these.
We're just already on one. I think it would look poorly on us to try and take on too much without giving them any output first. So really, I think we should just keep going.
Well, this one's just on us. This could be a great practice for teamwork and just seeing the cohesiveness of this group. If we can even like take on big jobs, really.
Yeah, it's just so uncertain. There's just a definite job if we just continue down the path we're going.
Well, yeah, that's true. But
So-
that job's also not going anywhere, right? They didn't say you have 2 days to get here, else we're gonna not give you the job.
Yeah, no, I would really like to just keep moving.
Esme, I need you to level with me here. Is everything okay? You're acting pretty strange.
Oh yeah, everything's great. Vin, can we get going again? That pace we were going was pretty good.
Esme, I trust you. Like I said this to you the other day. You're the only person I really like, and I feel like has been like square with me and leveled with me.
She's just
Everybody
kinda
else, I mean, like Brahm wants nothing to do with anyone here. Henry's got his deal. Kazamax, he told us he's a murderer. He fully told us that. We didn't even ask. He told us.
She's going to sigh and just put her forehead against your shoulder, like please shut the fuck up. But then she's like, under her breath, she's like, you know what? I'm so fucking done with this. And she's just gonna drop the goblin shit and then lift her head back up and be like, I don't have time. I have 2 days until my family's killed. Now push this fucking horse.
I think it's like a full schoolgirl scream, like a little bit, like a.
Okay, so a couple things. As the other horses come riding up, you guys would come riding up the tail end of this conversation, and you guys see Esme the goblin, to the surprise of some of you, turn into a 3-tailed fox folk of all kind. Vinsire screams like a girl, like very high pitched, like a younger girl, and then what? Table is yours.
I would assume they're coming up on the conversation of me just being like, I don't know if you heard it, so I'll reiterate. My family is in danger. I have 2 days to get to Blackmore, so we need to go.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna turn to Henry. I knew it.
You can understand.
Your eyes were playing tricks on me.
Yeah, I know Philip can be a dirty lying bitch sometimes, but I figured you wasn't wrong.
Adam's never led me wrong, but I didn't really believe it.
Am I the only one that's in shock here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rom? Very stoic. I love you're
No,
you're the glue that
I'm
keeps
not-
the family together.
At this point in time, I'm not surprised because I've already been betrayed, and it
Who
explains
has betrayed you?
you.
Oh my god.
I was sent out into the pussy.
That's not cool.
I was betrayed.
Go ahead.
I'm kind of. I'll be honest. I'll be a little shocked, but I wouldn't be surprised because I don't know this group as well as I thought I did. I'd just be like, oh great, we have a fucking a fox in the hen house.
Someone's been sitting on that one.
I've been sitting on that for a minute.
You were up all that all night? No, I got to bed around 2:30.
Well, okay. Well, your family's that's a big deal. Are they in Blackmore?
No. And as like the group's getting all like riding up, I'll just hop off the horse real quick and just stand there holding my staff.
Now
Very like
I'm just staring
officially.
down like even further because you're not even close to the same height.
I mean, yeah, my height isn't where my stature stands though. So she'll look at the group and be like, I know I have not been truthful with you. Some of you I think can understand why.
You can say that.
And I'll just send daggers towards Kazimak.
I never did
and
anything
you-
for you.
this is why I was telling you that you weren't that old. But to be very quick with you all, I don't have much time. My family's in grave danger, and I need to get to Blackmore in 2 days' time.
But okay.
For what?
My family will die.
But you just said they're not there, so that's why I don't like. What is in Blackmore?
Whatever mission we were already going to, I think it coincides with that.
You think?
That's all the information I have. I watched my family be kidnapped. The
Okay.
person who kidnapped them, and I'll like raise my paw, put this mark on me. He communicated me last night. That's all I have to go off of, and I have good reason to understand that some of them have already been killed, and I wish to not lose any more. And I think you can understand that.
How many were kidnapped?
And I'm not even gonna look at him and just like kind of grit my teeth and be like, enough.
Well, I mean, we really got to know if we're walking into something bigger than, two dudes that got a couple people.
Well, the mission that we're going on is not where they're at. I just need to get to the city of Blackmore. That's not where they're being held.
Do you have a rendezvous person?
No,
Or
I
Just
really don't. I
the
just need to
city
get
of
there.
Blackmore?
And again, I think this does very much coincide with everything else has been going on. But as it sits now, that's the information I have. Believe me if you want. Believe me if you don't want to either. I mean, I'm being honest with you.
Inside check.
You understand how that's. You can understand from my position how that's hard to believe.
I
mean, I understand that, but also too, not many of you would probably understand my culture, but this is just our way.
You gotta make an insight check if you want to make an insight check.
Christian rolls a
I
natural
was
20.
joking,
I
but
turn
let's
into
do
a
it.
dragonborn.
what the hell?
I have a panic attack.
Wasn't
That's
that-
20?
That's 20, baby.
I
Jeez.
turn into a dragonborn.
How many just layers?
I will roll.
No,
The last layer is just Shrek. He says onions have layers in the campaign.
starts peeling off skin.
Oh, that's art. That's beautiful.
I rolled an 18. Not in that 20.
He seems to be telling the truth. She seems to be telling the truth.
Thank you.
All right. Well, obviously the situation is very dire, and I understand you're very stressed, but bringing us in on this can help. We can think about it more tactfully. We've been running the horses pretty hard. I thought we were just having a fun race, but now that we actually have to get to the destination, maybe we slow down a little bit, pace ourselves, and we can move a little bit more.
I mean, yeah, some of these horses are carrying 2 people, and if one of them goes down, that 2
And
days
what is 2
never
days?
gonna happen.
2 days mean the whole, like the end of the day, the second day, or is 2 days it like does the morning, if you're not there in the morning, is that like
The person that I'm dealing with doesn't seem to really care about the semantics of it. So I think whatever they end up choosing to do will be what happens. And I really don't want to mess around with that too much. So I'd like to be there before the end of the second day, if that, makes sense. And we're really right now kind of at the cusp of that not panning out the way we want to. So I would like to at least try to push.
All right. Well,
I don't see any harm in trying, but I mean, if we
Well, I
lose-
also want to point out to the group, just while we're talking about all the facts, there's a big a monster beast animal that could be worth money that way.
You gotta make perception checks as you guys have been standing here and having a conversation in the middle of a trail of a big monster beast.
13.
18.
This wedding die is crushing 18s and 19s right now, Andrew. I tell you what,
17.
25.
Nice. Good rolls. Oh yeah, I should be rolling too, shouldn't I? I exist as well.
What's Vanette's take on all this?
As he comes riding up with Henry, Vaneth seems to be shocked, but not, or surprised, but not shocked.
Of the betrayal or of like the
The line.
the new creature in the midst?
The new creature in the mix. Like,
Do I get the vibe that he's seen Volpine folk before or no?
that you'd have to make an insight check for.
Could I?
I like how Chris is holding his mic like he's on a podcast.
It's because it's kind of far away and I don't want you guys to not be able to hear me. Not very good. That's a 12.
Yeah, I'd say you can't really tell. Anyone else?
No, no, I thought we were just.
I perceived a 25.
With your perception checks, you guys are able to hear, not so far in the wood line, the crashing of brush.
Hmm?
I'm gonna immediately go. Does
Especially with the higher rolls. Go ahead.
set you 17 hit it or no?
Yeah, you
Okay. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna look to the group like, I believe we should move and not stay here, and I'm gonna start taking off.
If because I rolled a 25, do I know if it's the east or west side of the trail where the brush is like falling?
It's to the north and east. So the creature was heading north. You hear a
Mhm.
crashing of the brush to the north and east.
Okay.
Yeah, it does sound like whatever that creature is on its way.
So
How
now
far
it's a decision.
Brahm's already left,
To be
right?
clear, you guys are heading. You're heading west to east along this path. The creature's trail was going south to north, and you hear a crashing to the north and east. So everybody's got the direction.
So I'm heading towards it, technically.
Right now, you're just heading east around on a trail.
Yeah, fuck it.
I'm just gonna kind of like move off of the trail and then summon Ad next to me, just to be safe.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, whatever that is right there in the wood line. So it
Well,
might-
we could try to leave and just get away from it. Try and outrun it rather than wait for it to show up.
Well, we got to make a decision.
I mean, we could also just kill it real quick. I mean, Vinsire said it's worth money, or could be. None of us really have any money. I'm sure.
Well, if we wait any longer, I may not have any family. So I don't necessarily care about money at the moment.
Yes, but money. No, I'm just kidding.
Family to
But
you
also
family mean like husband and children, or does family mean just Volpine from the crew?
These are questions that could probably be asked later. Decisions, guys. Come on. Are we fighting? Are we fleeing? Come on.
I've already stepped off the path.
Oh.
I'm just not standing in the way. Well, I mean, yeah, if we're on a tight time crunch, I guess we can press on from here.
Is Brahm the only one still moving, like towards?
Probably.
Yeah, he's the only one that's moving. Yeah.
Are you still semi-close to the group, Brahm?
I'm fucking. You
He
guys.
said he was taking off.
I said I'm like we should leave, and I just took off.
Yeah, so you guys had about a minute's conversation. He's like a minute up the road at a full gallop.
Yeah. Yeet.
Well,
As you head east,
Run into the wreckage.
as you head east, the road begins to slip north. With the 17, you know that you heard the noise, but you didn't roll a 24 like
Yeah.
Ben Sire did. You also took off before Ben Sire told the party there's something to the northeast in the wood line. So as you take off and you head east, the path begins to widen.
See, that's a trick play. That's bullshit. I don't like this
It
game.
was a trick.
I don't
You're
like
gonna
this
fight
game.
the DM's monster, and you're gonna like it.
No, dude. No. There's two ways for this to work out. Three, really, but two ways that I knew that one of them would do what you did. But as you make your way north, or east on the trail, it begins to wind north. Eventually, you come across a bit of a washout along the road. It runs next to this kind of high.
Oh, so this encounter was inevitable.
Go ahead and make a perception check as you come up. And it's at disadvantage because you're moving at a fast pace.
Oh, good
it's almost as if the gods were to will this onto us.
Gods give their toughest battles to their strongest fighters.
I got 13.
13 will not cut it. As you come up to the side of the stream, out of nowhere, a
Betrayed again.
amphibian head lurches out of the water,
Mm.
followed by a second, a third, and a fourth. As they hit, they're going to make attacks as a hydra rips out of the water after you. If you guys had followed the trail, you would have got surprised on the hydra. You would have seen it crashing into the water to set a trap on the road. If you continue on the road, you get the surprise if you don't see it. That's the thing. So let me go ahead and do this real quick. Hydra. I'm just gonna make.
So is this close enough to where we hear it pop off, or far
No.
enough? Okay.
No, it's fast. It's not like it's like roaring or anything. Oh. Oh.
Oof.
Oh. That one.
Who's got healing magic?
Okay. 3 hits. You take 3d10.
Per hit.
Correct. No. The total.
Per hit.
I rolled incredibly poorly. You take
Yeah, level.
12 piercing damage, and I need you to roll for initiative. Go ahead and have everyone roll for initiative.
Okay.
What was that?
19.
4.
What's the tiebreaker again?
Wow, aren't you cool, Vinsire?
I rolled a natural 20 is what I'm trying to say.
I rolled a fuzzy dice.
I rolled, well, it doesn't say 20. It says ANK 11, 18, 23. It's not a high quality camera, guy.
Is it Dex's tiebreaker?
Correct.
Oh,
Henry,
there it
what's
is.
Dex?
+2.
What's next after that? What's the tiebreaker after that?
Just give me your scores. The system automatically does it for me.
19.
Henry, what'd you roll?
19.
What is it?
Kit.
4. The most alert monk ever.
Sleeping on the job.
I'm frazzled, okay?
Understandable.
Okay.
Am I not part of this game anymore?
All right.
Oh.
You rolled into it, so
Oh,
I
right.
You rolled an 8.
I know. But you didn't call on me. It's part of the game. You have to call on me.
I don't want to embarrass myself.
Okay, so you guys are way the fuck away. Brom,
Betrayed once again.
you cannot be surprised. So Brom, it is your turn. Top of the initiative.
So is the Hydra directly in front of me, or you said there's a
The
strong
Hydra is. Oh, let me. Sorry, I have a map for this.
As if it was by plan.
Oh, I love maps.
I got a map.
I was waiting for it.
His character. The Riverside.
4 key points, all gonna be burned in this next 5 minutes.
Might be 5 minutes, brother. Wait, is this? Yeah, that's Henry. Jesus Christ!
I'm quite happy because I now get a D8 instead of a D4 for my unarmed strikes.
No.
Nice.
Hey.
1, 2, 3.
that a subclass thing,
I took fighting initiate.
All right.
From
Say
fighting.
goodbye to your DM.
What level are we?
You wanna?
Or
You saying
Four.
by name?
Because I'm going away because he's zooming in.
You wanna?
Yeah.
I'm actual level
Or
level
Dr.
20.
Pepper. Whatever.
Oh. Level 20
I'm gonna
dragon.
flick you in the forehead and you're gonna die.
Is that good, guys? Can you see
To be
that?
fair, almost anybody could
That's
do
alright.
that at this point.
For me, at least, I don't know about everybody else. All good?
Yep.
That's a Hydra.
That's a Hydra.
It's a pre-Hydra.
Cut the heads off. I heard that kills it.
Heard that too.
Brom, it is your turn. Go ahead.
Oh shit, this is fucking stupid. Do this. So fucking rich. Motherfucker. I'm just gonna go ahead and GTFO out of there.
Especially when these are blocked.
I'm gonna do an about face on the horse, and then I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on the horse.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna fucking beeline the fuck around, turn around and head back.
Okay. The Hydra's going to lunge at you and take a reaction. 25 to hit.
Right.
9 points of piercing damage. Oh, I totally shortchanged you. Add 10 points of piercing damage to yourself. You like shortchanged me.
So that was 19 total.
Okay.
There we go. Brom, you just make it out of the snatch, the jaws of the Hydra, and come ripping down. You rip out of there. You're fast enough that you'd be able to get back out. Rest of the party, what are you guys doing?
You're still arguing?
Do I?
So are we gonna?
Go ahead, Vin. Finish your thought.
Did we hear like the thrashing or like the rustling of anything from like the attack? Like maybe not like roaring or screeching, but you know, like do we hear?
He's a minute away at a full gallop, which is
Okay.
A mile
really far.
at least.
You guys want to have like a picnic or something?
I mean, the
I
horses
feel
are
like
pretty
at
fast.
this rate, we're just being facetious, and I get it. I lied to you, but if you understand my people, I think it would be a little bit more understandable.
Look, we're out of crunch.
They're special.
We're out of crunch. Brom took off. Let's
Let's go find Brom.
let's go. Okay, we have to get someplace. We're just sitting here wasting time. I understand. So let's go. We'll deal with this later, though. We will
Jimmy
talk
needed a
about
break
this.
anyway. Remember, Jimmy?
Yeah.
I was talking to Jimmy on the way here. He needed a quick break. He got a quick break. Sure,
Your horse's name is Jimmy.
it is now.
Oh. All right. I have a
Right.
rat named Philip. I can't really talk shit.
Right as you guys are mounting up, and starting to get on your horses and are like moving out, Braun would come whipping around like into view.
Just in the air.
No, like on his horse, like
Oh.
comes whipping into view,
Just getting melted.
like hauling ass back towards you.
Oh,
Ah, the prodigal son.
Bro, we're going the other
I am
way.
fucked up. Like I am visually fucked up.
Oh fuck!
oh!
He found whatever beast it was.
I don't pay close attention. Don't you always kind of look like this a little bit? A little disheveled and
No,
angry?
I'm bleeding from everywhere.
Oh shit!
I'll just
Um,
like point to that and be like, I don't think the gold's worth it this time. I think we should probably just go.
I mean,
He
it's
just came from the way we need to go.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean we definitely have to kill it.
I think
sure.
we don't have a choice at this point.
I'm gonna be panting because I'm trying to catch my breath and not die.
How bad we talking? Here, have this. I literally made this morning.
Is the Hydra coming after him?
I literally went Hydra down the road.
Everybody make perception check.
Brom, I gave you a healing potion. Drink it.
Oh.
Natural 20.
Ooh, 19.
Is it just a regular healing potion?
Yes.
No, it's a superior.
I also rolled a 19.
Was it superior? Are you?
It was regular. That was Chris.
A 14,
I crafted a superior overnight.
a 14 or better, you are able to see. Sorry, I'm looking for something in the DMG. A 14 or better, you're able to see nothing coming down the road after Braum.
Do we hear anything?
You do not hear anything.
Damn.
Well, it doesn't look like it's chasing you. So, all right. We have to go that way.
Yeah, I mean we have to cross the river. It's definitely just waiting in the river.
Hmm. How do we handle this, boys?
Can we
Is
not
there-
just run past it?
Is there any, excuse me, trees within 60 feet of the river?
You're not anywhere near where that.
Oh, okay, where the attack happened.
Yeah.
While it's not chasing him, I'm gonna get off my horse, pull out a healer's kit, and tend to Braum.
Okay.
And you're going to get another 8 points of healing.
No problem.
Mm.
I've completely missed this.
We would never even known either.
For each head the Hydra has beyond one, it gets an extra reaction.
Oof.
Oh.
What has 3 heads? You said.
5.
Rom would have been.
And diddly daddly, just get the fuck out of there.
Not only dead, fully eaten and
So
consumed.
the DM didn't scroll slightly down on his computer.
Thank you, God.
Your prayers were answered, child.
The Prime Pantheon has blessed me.
Like genuinely, it's just because I didn't scroll down.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, I mean, we definitely, whatever it was, you said Hydra? Have I ever seen a Hydra before?
No.
I don't really know what that is, but whatever.
You know what a Hydra is, but you've never seen one.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely fucked you up.
I'm like, it was chilling up in the river, and then it came out and attacked me.
All right, so air caution crossing the river, and I'm gonna go ahead and reach down and grab a hold of a rope on my belt.
Okay.
And I'm gonna kind of begin to fashion a snare on one end.
Okay.
Basically a cowboy lasso.
Okay.
Lasso. Lasso.
Lasso.
Not lasso.
Lasso. Bitch.
Okay.
It's French.
Lasso.
So
Let's
are we
see.
moving, what are we doing? Are we moving down the road?
And then I'm gonna start making a slow walk towards the river.
I'm gonna
it
stay
like a
out
mile?
midnight.
I'm gonna mount up on Jimmy and wait for Vincent.
Okay. So as we mount our horses and we start moving down the road. As we move that way, I'd say we're obviously not sprinting because we know what's coming. As you guys come around the corner and the road starts to turn north, you see where the stream kind of crosses the road and there's this washout on the road. There, sitting in the stream, is a huge fucking hydra. It's currently like rolling in the mud, like its body rolling in the mud. One of its heads constantly scanning. You watch as one of its heads snaps and clocks you guys coming down the road. And the hydra just like all 5 heads, it like stops rolling, all 5 heads kind of like snap towards your general direction, and it raises up like a cobra. All 5 heads stretching up at different angles.
Fun.
Party. I will say you guys. Actually, this is exactly the way you're coming. Are here. We have Brahm.
Cruising for another version.
Bitch, I'm in the back this time.
When will you learn your lesson not to run away from the party?
The last time was because I wanted to go on an adventure. This one was.
Gets attacked by Hydra. Damn! Only I weren't betrayed by my party again.
I was betrayed by my party because we wouldn't be in this situation if y'all smacked that.
You guys see this Hydra. We are in initiative order as we enter within 60 feet or so. The initiative order goes Vinsire, Brahm, Henry, Vaneth, Kazamak, Kit. Okay?
Fuck me up.
At the top of the order, Vinsire.
Talking, how many feet away are we?
$50 feet away, 55 feet away.
55 feet away. Okay. I would like to. If I could. I'm going to cast Moonbeam. It's a 5-foot radius, 40-foot tall sphere. I'm going to put it like directly on the Hydra. It's a Constitution 14 saving throw. And then this will stay there. And I can move it. You know how Moonbeam works. You know what's going on.
They do have a little triangle.
Perfect. DC 14 con save.
$23.
Fail. No, I'm just kidding. So they're going to take.
Just basking in the moonlight.
15 halved to 7 radiant damage. And then that moonbeam just kind of stays there. And then I will remain on my horse with Kit. Or I guess Esme. I know them as Esme.
Okay. Not moving?
No, we're gonna keep it back here for now. Since you said something, we're gonna keep it back here for now.
Okay. Following that is Brahm. After Brahm is Henry.
This does. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
Let's go. 25 to hit.
25 will hit. Roll your damage.
16 points of damage.
16 points of damage.
And then
for being an advantage. Next attack against it has advantage.
okay, cool. And then I'm gonna kind of just scoot that over here. 5, 2, 2,
Okay. Brom, a good guiding bolt. Following that, Henry with Vaneth on deck.
All right, Henry on the back of Midnight is going to reach into his pouch, pull out a small eye, crush it, and then fling his hand towards the Hydra, and I'm going to cast Hex on it.
Okay.
I'm going to give it disadvantage on strength checks.
All right.
And then I'm going to turn to the party, and I'm going to say, get it between some trees. And then cast Firebolt.
So, are those? Is one of those a cantrip or a feature?
Firebolt.
Yeah, Firebolt's a cantrip.
Oh, Firebolt. I said Fireball. Sorry.
Not yet.
I was like,
Not yet.
That's what I thought. I was like, nice try, but okay.
That's at advantage, so that's a natural 19 plus 7.
That'll hit.
All right.
So that'll be a D10 and a D6.
Henry.
Yeah, Henry's got some. If you let Henry set up, Henry can do some shit.
Don't make Henry pull up, bitch.
Okay, so that's only 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Low rolls. Oh, sorry, no, that was a 6. 9 points of damage.
Okay. You guys watch as the firebolt leaves Henry's hands after this kind of necrotic haze kind of falls over the Hydra for a second, and followed by a firebolt. Hits him. You see the Hydra recoil from the heat. Henry, are you going to move or stay put?
I'm going to move off to the right a bit.
Vaneth goes with him.
This is Vaneth.
Yeah.
Kind of in between those two trees there. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. After your turn, it is Vanette's turn. Yeah, as you're riding the horse, you throw the hex and you throw the firebolt. Vaneth, as a bonus action, is going to face step off the back of the horse as you come to the stop in the tree, as you're like galloping through the trees. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Then he's going to move within 5 feet and he's going to engage the Hydra. He is a fighter, after all. So he's going to make his attack roll. And this is
got balls, dog. Big old huevos, you know?
Huevos. Huevos rancheros. Huevos rancheros. Yummy.
I'm going to make this a disarming attack, even though I know I can't disarm the creature because I get to do the extra D8.
You knocked its head off. What?
So, longsword attack is plus 7. 17 to hit, which will hit. It's a D10 plus a D8. Spend a superiority die. Mm-hmm. 15 points of slashing damage, which is actually not fucking bad. No, it's not. 15 points of slashing damage to the Hydra. You guys watch as Vaneth face steps off the back of the horse, comes sliding to a stop from the momentum in front of the Hydra, slashes with the mithril blade. You watch as the blade cuts deep, and the Hydra seems to take damage from the blade. That ends Vaneth's turn. It is now the Hydra's turn.
Yeah.
The Hydra just took an attack from Vaneth. The Hydra's going to go after Vaneth. It's the first thing it sees. It just heard it. It recoils from the attacks, the firebolt. The first one's going to miss. It's 5 attacks. Let me just make sure it is. Second one, nat 1. Third one will hit. Fourth one's a nat 1. Fifth one's a nat 2. So only one of the 5 will actually hit Vaneth.
Thank God you made that mistake when I was getting ambushed.
Mhm.
14 points of piercing damage to Van Ness. That
Damn.
looks like it hurt.
Off a fucking one hit.
I mean, 14 points is a lot for level 4 characters.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I like I don't want to get near it, but I am a fighting person.
Yeah. Okay, and then the Hydra is going to start to move like counterclockwise while keeping like its heads like pointed in different directions. And it's going to, yeah, it's going to essentially move that till it's like behind Van Ness,
Imposing itself between them.
separating Van Ness from the pack.
Imposing.
That will end the Hydra's turn. It is now Kazamak's turn with Kid on deck.
How tall are the trees that are near it, this creature?
About 15 feet.
How thick would you say the trunks are? Saplings or like trees?
No, these are like 15 feet tall. They're probably about 6 inches thick.
6 inches thick.
They're not like, I mean, they're pretty tall, but they're, you know what I mean? Like they get super lean at the top.
I heard 6 inches.
I see what you're saying. Same. I'm just gonna be on my horse. I'm staying on my fucking horse. I'm not riding directly towards it. How are these 5s or 10s?
5s.
Okay, then shit, I don't even need to fucking go anywhere. Just basically where I'm at, I'm just gonna like pull up my rope and my lasso, and I'm just gonna try to lasso one of its heads.
Okay. Go ahead and make your a improvised attack roll. So it's
magic, that's what I say.
Oh,
The
okay.
rope does, yeah. I just did it for a flare.
What's the reach?
It's a 60-foot rope.
Okay. That'll work.
You could take it to 50 if you want, because I made a little bit.
Yeah. Creature cannot be restrained. It's
Not even with magical creature things.
not. I don't believe so.
Mechanical.
It's huge because it's
mad.
bigger than you. You physically can't restrain.
Oh, I'm not trying to restrain. I'm trying to just get this around its neck, so I'm trying to do it.
Okay. Yeah, you can get a rope around its neck. Yeah, for sure.
Ride that bad boy.
And I'll just do a little snap, so that way it's caught. It's caught on its neck like a leash.
All you need is 8 seconds. Come on.
And I can't actually do an action. So then I am going to just kind of, while holding the rope, run over to that tree and just use my movement to run in circles around the tree.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he got around one full.
Okay. Pretty fucking cool. Yeah, you guys watch as Kazamak throws this magical rope. You've seen him use it before on the bullywogs. See him throw it, and it attaches around the Hydra's neck, and then he runs around the tree and is able to, looks like, tie off one of the heads of the Hydra, at least temporarily, it seems. Action economy wise, I think that's pretty much it for you.
Yeah.
Kazamak, at the end of that, it is Kit's turn.
I know this is probably a stupid question, but how does it look?
It looks robust.
Nice.
It's taken like 10 damage.
I'm what, like 35 feet
Yep,
from it?
35 feet to get to it.
Ugh. Do we want to risk it for the biscuit?
Get a biscuit, baby.
What does the fox say?
Fuck it. I'm a monk. I'll do monk things. Yeah, I'll run up, get done up. So I'm going to take my first strike
At
at it.
advantage. At advantage.
Because you're looking at its ass, baby.
That'll be a 14 on the first one because it was
No
a really
miss.
low roll. And then I'm going to spend a key point and do Fury of Blows.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna roll both of these. Both at advantage still, right?
Correct.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna use an inspiration point to re-roll that.
Yeah.
Much better. That's 22 to hit on the first one and natural 20 on the second.
All right. Those will both hit.
So that'll be So that is for the first one is 9 points, or my bad, 8 points of just bludgeoning damage. Second one is going to be gross. That's only 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
14 points
Yeah.
of damage total. Good round.
And that was this may not be allowed just because who knows. Would I be able to jump up on its back? I have another 5 feet of movement. If no, that's fine.
It's a huge creature. You're a small creature, so you can have in space as it. So yes, you can technically be on its back because you're 2
Could
sides.
I actually? You bring up a good point. Could I run underneath its legs, like under its belly?
Yeah, you guys can move its miniature underneath the Hydra if you can. Right?
I have no idea if this is gonna pan out anyway, the way I think it might. But I would like to be like caught between its legs, so it'd have to like fight underneath itself to get me.
When was the last time I got an oil change in this thing, sir?
Which
Pulls
is
plug out,
After
and that'll be my turn.
it brings us to the top of the order. A quick flurry of blows from Kit, and then it is Vinsire's turn.
I'm going to use my bonus action to move my moonlight because it would have been where the Hydra was because it would stay there. I'm going to move it back onto it.
Okay.
And so at the start of its turn, it'll need to take a con save.
Yeah, it also needs to make the con save now, I believe.
Yeah.
about Kitsune. Is she safe underneath it?
It's not covering her.
It was almost a
Oh.
natural one on. Was almost a natural one on the save. It is not. Kitsune would.
She's protected by the creature's body, though, maybe?
So it's not a. It's just an area of effect.
Oh.
So since she made a point, bless you. Since she made a point, Kitsune, I need you to also make the save. Because he wouldn't see you underneath the Hydra anyway.
Oh, that's true.
The Constitution 14.
Was almost a natural one, turned to be a 19. So a save on the moonbeam.
I'm going to use my other inspiration point to reroll that.
Okay.
That's a 21.
That saves. Everyone takes 5 points of radiant damage.
Ow.
Everyone. You too, Henry. And Philip.
No.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna ride up. I'm gonna jump off my horse midair. I'm gonna wild shape into an owl bear, and I'm gonna land right in front of homie, or I guess behind.
Owl bear. Bear me.
How many movement are you doing your movement to get there? Turn into owlbear? Turning into owlbear, getting there.
It's got to be mine or the horses.
He's getting there and then transforming and jumping.
Okay, so how many feet of movement do you have?
The horse has 30. I have 30.
Save Jimmy.
I was gonna ride the horse like 30, make a cool jump,
Damn, Jimmy
turn
better
into
be.
an owlbear, and then I'm just there.
What is that owlbear mini even doing? Is it like handstands?
No, it's got its paw up to like swipe.
I imagine you can't wild shape and attack same turn, so that's my turn.
You cannot.
That's it for me, bud.
All right, Vinsire, followed by Braum with Henry on deck.
Alright, I'm gonna cast 30 feet, so come here, and then I'm gonna cast Bless on
Venom.
Vaneth.
Okay.
No, wait, Vaneth over there.
Yeah. Who are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about
In front. He's in front of the Hydra.
No, no, I'm not casting it on Vaneth. I'm casting it on Henry,
Vinsire.
you,
Oh, me. I'm back.
and then freaking Vinsire. So Bless is getting cast on you guys.
Thank
Lots of
you.
blessings.
And Vinsire.
And what does that do again?
Add D4 to your attack rolls and saving throws. And then I'm gonna cast I can't because it's a spell. I can't do a spell again. Yeah, that'll be my turn. Back up.
Okay. After Braum blesses members of the party, it is Henry's turn with Vaneth on the deck.
All right. Henry's gonna reach into his pouch again, pull out a bit of cobweb, hold it between his hands, and then fling it. And I'm gonna cast web between the tree to its right and then the tree off to its left. It looked like it was within 20 feet. Am I correct on that?
Okay,
Yeah.
this tree and which one?
This one over here.
Yep.
This one? Are those two?
No, the one that he's between. Is that a tree? What is that?
It's a bush.
Yeah. These are trees. Though.
These are trees right here. That's a
bush.
I'll give it to you.
Okay. All right. I'll cast web between that. So there's a wall of web. Anything in there has to make a DC 15 Dex saving throw or is restrained.
Damn.
Everyone just keeps forgetting. Gets underneath.
Owlbear's good.
It's all good. I told you I didn't know if this was gonna go the way I thought it would. when I did it.
I figured the monk is gonna be pretty dexy. So.
You said Dex 15.
Yeah.
I rolled a 3, so it doesn't matter.
Reroll it.
Fail.
I mean, are you telling me to re-roll?
I'm telling you to reroll. I'm gonna
God
use.
handing me right now.
I am. I'm using something that.
Did you use
Can
your
anybody
black?
see me right now?
You're standing right next to me.
Kazimak and Brahm can see you.
All right. So the second it looks like Esme, yet to learn the real name, is caught in the web, Henry's gonna be like, "Oh, that won't do," and then his eyes are gonna light up gold. His hand goes up, and then in the next instant, his hand's right back down, like it never happened. And you get to reroll.
I really don't want to disappoint you right now.
Please don't.
I rolled 1 higher. It's a 4.
Yeah,
All right.
you're blessed.
So I
though.
rolled
Maybe you'll get
an 8.
maybe you'll get an 11 on that D4.
All right. Well, that sucks. All right. So anything that failed is restrained, and has to make a strength check. DC 15 strength check, which the Hydra has disadvantage on to be unrestrained.
Okay. That's good. It's a good combination. Hydra is restrained.
And that. I like where I am. Don't really have any bonus actions. Yeah, we'll call that good.
Okay. It is now Van Neff's turn. Van Neff is going to yeah, fuck it, why not? Van Neff is going to bring up his left hand or right, his sword is in his left hand. He brings up his right hand. You see some rocks, like some fist-sized rocks pick up, 3 of them. And you see him just like ricochet through the air and into the Hydra. So I'm going to make a dex saving throw for the Hydra as catapult goes off.
Ooh. You guys have any idea how
Yeah,
good owlbear's stats are? Owlbears have 18 intelligence and wisdom.
Really poor rolls on the die.
That is pretty good.
Smart. That's a smart dude right there.
Yeah,
Only
that's smarter
7
than most
points-
people.
Only 7 points of damage. Oof. He's then going to attempt to move out of the Hydra's reach. Go ahead and move him back. Yeah, like right there is fine. Hydra is going to take opportunity attacks.
Attack rolls have disadvantage.
Got it. That's a lot of d20 rolls. Let me roll 2 at a time here. Roll just 2. A natural 20 and an 11. Ooh. A natural 20 and an 8.
Fuck. 2
Jeez.
crits.
It was a disadvantage, so it doesn't count.
5 and a 3.
Yeah, it's true.
Negated.
15 and a 9. That one will hit.
He's getting it back after those like 3 nat ones on
One of
that.
the reactions hits.
For real.
Damn, off of 2 nats.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's it.
Yeah. 14 points of damage to Van Neff.
Damn.
Van Neff has seen better days. He was looking well rested after the night's sleep. He looked like he kind of he still looked fucked up, Now he is freshly fucked up. Those bruises have opened.
Poor guy.
Okay, so that ends Van Net's turn. After Van Net's turn, it is the Hydra's turn.
Boo.
All right, Hydra. They go after. It's gonna go at. It can see the owlbear. The owlbear is the bigger threat. It's gonna go after the owlbear. So it's gonna turn and go after the owlbear. You, Kitsune, are gonna have to make dexterity saving throws because you are underneath its feet. So as it's kind of like stomping around, yeah.
I
As it's
see
kind
your
of
face,
Advantage.
Christian. I already know.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
okay.
You're stuck underneath, like, oh shit, oh shit.
I'm
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah, so go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw. You automatically fail, I think, when you're restrained. Right?
You have disadvantage.
Disadvantage, okay.
am I taking it for 4 feet? Or like, how are we doing this? Is it just 1?
Just make one. Just make one.
Damn, that was one of those a natural 20. The other one's 16, so a dirty 20.
Okay, you're fine. All right, here we go. 5 attacks at disadvantage. Does a 14 hit?
Owlbear AC's 13.
Okay, so that's 1 hit.
So no.
A 15 is the lower, so that should hit. So that will hit. 13 is 16 on the die, plus 8 modifier. 3. That will miss. And that will miss.
This Hydra better not think for a second that I'm afraid of it. All right.
So that is 3d10. $31 points of piercing damage.
All right.
Okay.
Fucking ow.
That ends the Hydra's turn. Can't move. Kazumak, it is your turn.
I am going to go sprinting on my horse from here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. At which point I'm gonna bring out old Adam. I'll use this guy.
That's fine.
And then I am going to reach down towards my belt and grab yet another rope of climbing. And as the cowboys say, yippee-yay-ki-yay, I'm going to throw the loop again, the lasso, and try to and wrangle yet another neck.
Okay.
A different neck. Quick snap, make it taut. Then the tree.
I know that it does what you say it does. I am going to have.
Can you read it again?
I thought about this. No, I know that it does what you say it does. The Hydra's heads also move.
Yeah.
So I am going to have you. I thought about this between. Here we go. I thought about this between and now. I'm going to have you make an attack roll with using your modifier. Here you go.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Sometime.
With an old IDM mini.
What's the modified again?
It'll be
Modifier
your
plus.
It's your strength modifier for your class one.
IDM is very fitting for Adam.
Then I can actually use
Your intelligence modifier as an artificer.
That is a 19.
That'll hit. You get one of the next wrangled. You guys watch as a second magical rope wrangles one of the hydrants.
And then I'm going to that's my movement and everything. So yeah, and then they can move 10 feet in each direction at the start of each of my turns as well. So I'm gonna have them start moving opposite directions of each other.
Okay.
to try and rip its heads off slowly.
Okay.
It's 10 feet every turn.
Okay.
So it'll be technically 20 feet because it'll be opposed to.
Got it. Hit. It is your turn.
Anchor down, boys. I have flanking with Vinsire,
I'll give you advantage.
so I'm just a straight roll. I'm just gonna roll all 3 at once for the normal attack, and then the 2 Fury of Blows.
Okay.
What is my modifier? So dirty 20, 14, and an 8, which is all poo-poo.
The dirty 20 will hit.
Gross. Man, weak. 5 points of fluffy fist damage.
Fluffy fist, 5 damage.
Hey, bro, I've been there.
And cool. And I cannot move. And I'm just hanging out.
Stuck to its belly. Yeah, I
I've
can
been a fluffy vis before.
Hey, Vinsire, followed by Baram.
Vinsire in his owlbear form is going to take his multi-attack.
Okay.
First one, nat 20 with the beak.
Hell yeah.
That's huge. Second attack.
You have these at advantage, by the way.
Oh. Doesn't matter a whole lot. And I got to add my bless. Good call. Does a dirty 20 hit?
Yep.
All right. 2d10 plus 2d8 plus 10. Where'd it go? Nice. 38 points of damage.
38 points of damage. Owlbear going the fuck off.
Just
Hoot
roars
hoot growl, hoot growl.
uproariously in the middle of the attacks. And then that is I'm gonna fucking stay squared up with homie.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Andrew, real quick.
At that damage threshold, you slice into one of like the beak attack, the crit, and you rip it. It bites down into the neck of the Hydra. It takes off one of the Hydra's heads.
Damn you.
I mean, cool. I think that's awesome as a guy. Like, that's sick as fuck. Probably a really cool thing I just did.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Andrew, can I ask one question? Because I completely forgot that this was a thing that I could do.
Yeah.
Because I landed one of those hits, could I force a strength saving throw on the Hydra?
We can't go that far back, but remember it for next time.
Okie dokie.
Because we basically finished Vinsire's turn.
It wasn't that far back. I was right before him. I just haven't played in forever.
I know.
Let me at him.
Oh, but just remember that con save.
$17 4 attacks.
At D4, yeah. D4 is saves and attacks.
Okay. After Vinsire, it is Baram.
Above table, if I try to do blindness on a creature, does that affect all the heads or just one head?
You have no idea. But you have to try that.
Okay.
In the area effect?
No, so you target an individual creature. So
Okay.
technically, it's yeah. I doubt it's gonna hit, but we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna cast blindness on the Hydra. A Constitution saving throw is 14.
It's an advantage. Success. Multiple heads.
That first one was a fail, wasn't it?
It was. And then I looked at the sheet, and I was like, before you say anything, take a second to read the sheet. And I read the thing that says multiple heads. The Hydra has 5 heads. While it has more than one head, the Hydra has advantage on saving throws against being blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, stunned, or not.
Okay, because the thing is, like, I just saw him go. He's just like,
Yeah.
He's reading.
They can't see you, so it's lost on them. But he's making these. Yes, my face did a thing.
His face went from like a
succeeded.
smirk to like straight, and he's like, "Shit."
Yeah, the Hydra is not blinded.
All right. I'm just gonna. That was an action. Yeah, it was an action, so I can't do that. All right, cool. I will conclude my turn right there.
Okay. Henry.
All right. Henry is going to flick his hands out towards the Hydra 3 times and
Oh.
cast Scorching Ray.
Hell yeah.
First one is going to be it's going to be a hell of a lot. 21 plus 7, that's going to hit.
Yep.
That'll do 3d6. I'll do 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Second one is 18 plus 7, that should hit.
Yep.
I'll do 9 points of damage.
Ooh.
And the third one, it's another 18 plus 7, so that'll hit, and that'll do only 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. One of the Hydra's heads burns off.
There means there's only one head left. There's no heads left that are right. 2.
There's 5 heads.
Minus 3.
It's now got 3 heads.
So one that's not tied up.
2 heads not tied up. Let's just go.
I got 2 of them.
It is now Van Ness's turn. Unless Henry, you had movement or anything you want to do.
No, I'm chilling on the back of midnight.
All right. Van Ness is going to catapult again. He's going to raise his hand and send it. So that's a dex save for the Hydra at disadvantage. Natural 1 on the dex save, so it fails.
Nice.
Good damage so far. It's not bad. It's respectable. 14 points of damage off the catapult. Watch this. 3 more rocks come sliding in, and hit 1 for each of the heads on the Hydra. Van Ness is going to stay put. I think that's it for him. It is now the Hydra's turn.
DC 14 con save, please.
18 on the die.
All right, they're gonna take another 7 points of radiant damage.
7 more points of radiant damage.
Do I also need to roll that for myself, Kyle?
Probably.
Yep.
Okay, I rolled it was con or dex?
Con.
I rolled a 19, so is that 7?
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah. But I didn't know, honestly, didn't know you were down there.
This Twilight's spicy.
It's a moonburn. Not a sunburn, moonburn.
It's when you're really pale and you go outside for the first time.
Me.
You are drowned.
Oh, the Hydra could do something really fun and cool. You guys want to see something really fun and cool in a minute?
No.
Randy Orton RKO from the top rope.
It's Randy Orton.
Oh, no fucking way. Nope, never mind. You can't reach that. I had a cool idea. But all it's going to be able to do, it's going to struggle to move, realize it can't fucking move. Well, its heads are, like, slowly getting pulled towards the trees. Like, it's only got so much time that it can even... It's not looking great at all. It's fucked up. Yeah. Only got the 3 heads left. It's going to make 3 attacks on the owlbear.
Bring it, bitch.
Is there a disadvantage?
With it. Okay.
Yeah. Because they haven't tightened it to the point where you can't attack yet.
Yeah, turn.
2 4s on the first. An 18 and a 19 on the second, so the second will hit the owlbear.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit the owlbear?
Of course.
Okay, so 2 out of 3. There you go. 10. 26 points of piercing damage.
All right.
At the end of the Hydra's turn,
Owlbear looks fucked. up.
2 heads grow for each one that was cut off.
Oh, so there's 9 heads now.
7 heads.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Even the one that was burned?
Even the one that was burned.
Fucking straight out of Hercules? Jesus Christ.
I know, I thought about
That's a great movie, though.
I read for the fire thing too. Oh, you're right.
Burn
It's
up.
at the very bottom.
Of its turn.
So 6 heads.
Yeah, Henry's sage wisdom.
5 heads.
Let's go!
Yeah, it should go back to 5.
5 heads.
It pays to be old and smart.
Okay. All right. That is the Hydra's turn. Kazamak, it is your turn.
Have those ropes are gonna just automatically move 20 feet in the opposite direction
Okay.
of each other.
The heads are, but they can't really move in. They're not really moving in opposite directions because the trees were like right next to each other, were they not?
Like it should be these two, right?
I thought it was the 2 that were close together.
Oh no, you're right. It is these two.
Yeah.
So then it'll just be dragging
yeah.
it back.
It's essentially just trying to drag it back. Yeah.
It will drag it back.
Uh,
6,000 pounds.
It's magically restrained, so magic that cannot magically move it.
But it's 6,000 pounds of force.
Hydra definitely weighs more than 6,000.
Damn it.
It's also in the web.
I'm
It's a
going.
huge monstrosity.
Okay, then I'm going to just start swinging. And by swinging, I mean firebolt. I'm going to go ahead and cast firebolt down this bad boy.
Pretty cool if they put weight on here.
Ooh, that's pretty good. It's gonna. And it's gonna be a 25 to hit.
25 will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
4 points of damage.
4 points of damage.
And then Adam is gonna go sprinting past me. And I'm just gonna.
Oh, I need to recant something. It doesn't gain back any heads.
Oh. Yeah. I actually rolled a natural 20 then.
It's not just for the head that it took fire damage from. It's from any. So it took fire damage. It cannot regrow any of its heads back.
Oh.
So
No.
Nice.
okay, Kazamak, you cast Firebolt. You do the 4 points of damage.
And then good old Adam is gonna go sprinting up and kind of Hail Mary-esque take my hammer as he runs past.
So that would be equipping and interacting with an
Again?
object.
Yeah, he moved on his own volition.
No. Picking up the object would be his action.
Okay, then he'll just hit him with his fists.
Okay.
It was just for flair. He doesn't need a weapon.
Okay.
And then yeah, he's just gonna make an attack.
Alrighty.
At advantage.
That it will be. Oh, okay, just in case it's a natural 20. Damn, it was almost that 20 twice. That's gonna be 15 to hit.
That'll hit.
Going to be a 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Hydra the count.
Super fucked up. It is on death's door. The Hydra's heads are sagging. It's restrained in several ways. It is struggling. One head moving free. Kit, it is your turn.
Do I just try and fuck this thing up and then take the crush? Or do I try and run?
Of 8,000 pounds, that'll kill you.
DC 15 strength check.
Good at strength checks.
Have blessed, don't you?
No,
Oh.
I do not.
About it too.
What was that?
But I'm glad you're thinking about it too, because I was not looking forward to having to do Kit's death scene this early.
That shit.
I don't believe me. I don't want that either.
We really put a hold on the whole rush, though, huh?
That's true.
Fuck it. We'll just try to get out. So strength check, just normal.
Yep.
What a way to die.
Ah, it's only a 12. Gross.
Reroll it.
Thank God. Come on. That's even worse. So
Fuck.
I'm still stuck in it.
Okay, it's cum gutters.
Damn, son. Kit struggles. Esme, you see her struggling in the web.
Yo, I ain't done.
I know it's not the end of your turn. I'm just narrating. Struggling in the web. Kit, what else do you have?
Yeah, this would probably. Well, I guess restrained is like literally I can't do anything other than take attacks at a disadvantage, right? I couldn't try and like get out with a bonus action.
No.
Okay. Well, then fuck it. Just because I got nothing else to do, bonus action, patient defense. And just wait for my impending doom.
Squish. That will be it. Vinsire.
How would you like to do this?
I can clearly see Kitsune stuck under this Hydra trying to escape. No?
Correct.
I would like to take
You
my
retain your
action to try to like
Free Kitsune, I'm assuming, right?
yes. But my part of me was like, can I like get him in my mouth and rip him out, or do I just have to break the web and then leave her there?
Essentially, what I'll do is I'll allow you to give her advantage on a re-roll. So she'll get to make another strength check at advantage to get out.
No, let him rip me out.
Or
Yeah, I mean, yeah, or one of you makes it at advantage. I don't care who, but one of you can make it at advantage to get her out.
Like the owlbear is probably.
oh yeah, so I like in owl bear form. Then I'll use my beak as gently as possible to basically eat kids, like put their whole body in my mouth and like bite through the web. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, make a strength check. The DC is what, 14?
15.
15.
Is this at advantage?
Yeah.
24.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, please don't make me reroll it.
Yep, you are able to using your action, you are able to assist Kit and get her out. You can pick her in your beak and move her to safety. Your movement will be halved, so you'll be able to get out from underneath of them. But yeah, you're able to get away.
Or even if possible, like I'll use my action and bonus action to like rip her out of the web and then like spit her from underneath the Hydra.
Yeah,
And that'll be it.
No, I'm gonna say like it would take an action to throw another character. So you can pick her up and you got her out of the web, but you're gonna move with her out of the web. So you can pick her up, go ahead and move her miniature and put it with the owlbear. He said,
and then I'll move 15 feet back.
No, not the owlbear. Move that. Yeah, move. Okay, now move the owlbear 15 feet back.
If I move, does this involve opportunity attacks?
Now grab the Kitsune miniature from underneath the Hydra and put it with the owlbear.
It probably will.
Because if it involves opportunity attacks, we might not make it that far as an owlbear.
Yes, it's going to provoke an opportunity attack.
The chances that me and Kitsune are lying there in tiefling and vulpine form are incredibly high. This owlbear has 2 HP.
2 out of the 3 heads are restrained by magical ropes. The third head will take an attack and it's at disadvantage.
Okay.
At least you guys got out from underneath it.
That's all I wanted.
It does an 11 hit. I don't think it does.
No, it doesn't.
An 11 will miss. You're able to get her. Jesus, I'm dying over here. Excuse me. It's that Coca-Cola. It's a good Coke.
It's that good Mexican.
It'll get you every time. Got me again. Excuse me. So, with that, you are out. You have a bonus action left. What would you like to do with your bonus action?
Can I bonus action revert form?
That's a free.
Have me and Kitsune like basically standing there.
You can just drop your form as a free action.
Oh, okay. I'll do that then.
Yeah.
And then bonus action healing word.
Huh.
Kitsune for
Very kind of you.
8 points of healing.
Damn, homie.
All right.
We're almost back to full.
I think I'm the only one that hurt.
Rom. At the end of Vinsire's turn, you watch as Vinsire rushes in, grabs Kit, and rushes back out, drops their beast shape, their wild shape, and heals. It looks like they heal Kit. It is now your turn.
Who looks more fucked up?
I'm good.
Make a. Are you asking me the table? The DM says make a perception check.
Oh wow, that's fucking shit. 7?
7.
Sneezes and hits the Hydra.
The Hydra looks pretty banged up.
7. Hydra looks super fucked up. Like, like the Hydra is like near death for sure.
Okay.
The most that's outside of the Hydra, who is the most fucked up thing. You look around, Vaneth looks pretty rough, but out of everyone, you look pretty rough still. Like nobody looks worse off than you.
Okay,
Vaneth's
cool.
close, but nobody looks worse off than you.
Okay. I'm not gonna use that now.
I only took a picture.
I'm just gonna throw a cantrip. Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Dex saving 14.
Disadvantage.
I believe that's a fail. I believe.
Nice.
Fucking walk.
Finish this Hydra.
Shut the fuck up.
Hell
Has 1 HP.
Oh my
Let's
god.
go.
Let's go.
This Hydra betrayed you.
Has for 4 turns.
So glad I got you out of their bed.
Sacred Flame.
I think
What's gonna happen is that just fire's gonna come around and then it's just gonna form above it and then just shoot straight down onto its spine, just pierce right through, all the way through the creature and hit the ground and then just make it drop.
All
So
right.
I'm gonna go after its heart. That's essentially.
Okay. Yeah. You burn a hole of holy divinity straight through this Hydra. A hole of holy divinity through the Hydra. Say that fucking 5 times.
Jesus.
It's
And
holy grail.
to the heart, the Hydra falls over dead. Its 3 heads go slack. The ropes continue to pull and start to drag the dead Hydra closer and closer and closer till eventually it's tied up to those 2 trees. And with that, before we can do anything else, we'll take a break. Let's go. We'll come back with some Hydra stuff. Thank you, Mike. And yeah, so take let's say 15 minutes, and we'll see everybody back here then.
All right.
Bye. Have a good break.
Not gonna have anybody.
And welcome back from break. So, as we left break, you had just, and I mean just, finished killing the Hydra. And as you do, the ropes continue to drag it until the point where they can no longer drag the Hydra and it's just stuck between the two trees, you get a second to kind of survey the area. The Hydra had clearly made a bit of a home here. You can see, just kind of without even making a perception check, there are clear signs that this is nearby, at least, is the Hydra's nest. So a couple of things here. Let's go ahead and make, to start with, everyone make investigation checks. So I know everyone wants to
Give me the money. That is
8.
Dirty 20.
17.
Vinsire?
8.
Sorry, thank you. Let me change the music back.
That would have been groundwork.
It's heavy metal background just now, so it really was going ahead. I don't know if you could hear it. As you guys, with the 17 and 20 at least, you two are able to pretty quickly follow the tracks of the Hydra back to the stream. And as you kind of dig around, you find a bunch of bones, a lot of animal bones, but you do find several sets of worn leather armor, beyond repair, well beyond repair. Huge gash marks in it, torn from corpses, it looks like. And you find several sets of bones. You also find inside of this underwater nest, you find a submerged and locked chest.
Locked.
So, Brom, Henry, if you'd like to fetch this chest out of the water.
Yeah, I'll fetch
It's
This looks
stuck
like a
in the-
U.
It's kind of stuck in the mud, so go ahead and make a strength check, please.
I'll help him grab it.
DC of 4. Okay, that's fine. DC of 14.
I can breathe in the water.
Fucking strength.
It's not like
I'll
it's like so
I'll
close.
go up to Brown and be like, "Don't worry, buddy, I got it."
It's so to paint a clearer picture. You're in waist deep water.
Oh, okay.
Hydras can breathe underwater for about an hour. They
I rolled a 20.
permanently underwater.
You rolled a 20?
Yeah,
I got a 16. So.
yeah. So you guys are easily able to get this chest out of the mud. You carry it back on shore. Go to pop it open, and it is indeed locked.
Nice.
It's kind of covered in mud. It looks pretty old, and it water's pouring out of it.
I like to go to the water with my trunk, dip my trunk into the water, and spray off the lock with all the mud off of it to see if I can see a better look at the lock.
Yeah, it cleans the lock right off.
You know, because I got that power trunk, baby.
Point of inspiration for using your trunk in a cool way.
Yeah. Instead of just
After the
sniffing around.
water, just spray all over everybody.
Can I?
I
Seeing that it's locked, just grab it. Just grab the lock, and cast frostbite on this lock, and try to rip it off.
Sure.
So I want to weaken the integrity of the metal with the frostbite cantrip.
I guess you're going. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, that's what I want.
Fancy as fuck this campaign.
So the lock will take 6 points of cold damage, unless it.
As well as you.
Is it just a straight strength check or
Strength check.
Okay.
I would.
It's an athletics check.
Okay. Where's my athletics? Oh, there it is. 22.
22. You're able to rip the lock out of this rotted wood.
Just throw it, and I'll throw it open. Be like, all right, here we go, boys.
So inside is a boatload of coin. Exactly how much coin? Just about 3,681 or something like that. 11. I was close.
Whoa.
To be fair, we you won't see this because we did it during break. We already rolled the loot table for this. So 3,611 coins. You also find a potion of greater healing. You find a very weird glowing orb. Yeah, a glowing magic orb in this chest that's sealed in the water with a hydrant. And then, just an absolute buttload of coin. You also find these four, they're these very small, I'd say probably like 6 by 4 inch paintings that have like these little, like, almost like, I would say like they're nudes of women in different poses.
Nice.
They're very clearly done by the same artist.
Nudie
Same
bags.
series. And as you remove those four, like, out, like very gently, because they are soaking wet, but as you move those four out, there's four more underneath of them.
Is there an author signature on any of the paintings?
There's a slightly smudged signature on them. Bless you.
Is it like start with an H?
No, it is not.
Damn.
Hugh Hefner, what?
None of Henry's work, I see.
He's a woman,
Not yet.
after all.
Well,
Can you at this moment in time, Henry, be the perverted old man? Oh,
Oh, just wait for it to come up.
As soon as we finish looting, you would just kind of, I would have wandered off, and you'll hear the wet thudding, and I'm just gonna try to attempt to lop off the remainder of the heads of this thing.
Yeah, there's three heads left. Yeah, you can easily lop off a head. Now, if you're there's a difference between cutting a head off, just like lopping a head off, and trying to preserve a head for a trophy. So what are you trying to do?
Preserve one to be able to, I don't know, sell it.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah, so that's going to be a preserving it to where you can like sell it. We'll make it a survival check to cut this thing's head off.
survival check. Not my best work.
It's like dressing an animal.
are you just doing any head, or are you doing anything?
Oh, that is pretty good. 17.
Yeah, easy enough.
The rest of them.
You're able to get one of the heads that's tied off, and with the assistance of the magical rope that's kind of holding it up, you're able to kind of evenly cut the head off right at the neck, and you have a Hydra head that you can tie to the top of your bag. It's huge because it's a big ass head, like it's the size of your bag.
I want to try to do another one. Bag of holding.
So let me. I need to do that. Give me 1 second here.
it's huge. You can't carry more than one. I want another.
While you're doing this, Vinsire will go up to Esme and she'll be like, Esme, are you all right? Are you okay? Do you need anything? You look like you're in a pretty sticky situation.
Just like standing there, like picking off the magical cobwebs. Yeah. I mean, wasn't really expecting that to happen, but risked it, and things happen.
Sorry, I got a little nervous. I got a little drastic at the end there, so I hope you don't mind.
Sold or traded.
It was I didn't.
No, I mean, I don't think I'd be standing here if you didn't grab me.
Came from a group of people that do.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're all right. That probably would have been bad.
What parts of them would I know to be?
Let's get some stuff and keep it pushing, guys. Is that how we feel? What are we doing with the wet paintings?
Oh,
Who's
I know
taking
they are,
wet
but
paintings?
right. Oh, gotcha. I've never seen one sold or anything.
Right.
They were how big?
I'm just gonna take.
They fit in the chest, I guess. So I think they'd fit in a bag of holding. I'm just trying to get Kazimak to admit that he wants to put them in there.
Well, whenever Kazmak gets over here from and like look over to him just like strapping a head to a bag, whenever he's done doing that, then we can figure that out.
Kazimak, you want to put the wet paintings in your bag? Your deep bag?
You didn't do it on purpose, but I bamboozled myself. So just to correct something that I didn't correct before, I made a note of it to go back and check, but I didn't check and tell you off camera, so I'll just tell you on camera. So, infusing an item. This is right out of the class. Whenever you finish a long rest, you can touch a non-magical item, blah, 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 blah. Infusion works on only certain kinds of objects, blah, 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 blah. You can tune to it immediately, blah, 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 blah. The infusion vanishes after a number of days, blah, 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 blah. The infusion also vanishes if you give up your knowledge of the infusion for another. That just means like the actual like artificer infusion that you select.
Yeah.
Then let's see, like, where is it at?
I come back.
You can infuse more than one natural object at the end of the long rest. The maximum number of objects appears in the infused items column in the artificer table. So what is your infused item? How many items can you infuse at once?
I can have 2 simultaneously.
Okay, so you only get 2 per long rest.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it works.
Okay.
And you have 2 magical ropes out
So I'm tying it to my bag.
right now. Got it. So
I'm still trying to cut the other head off.
So-
There is no magic bag.
So yeah, so you have 2 magic ropes, but no magic bag. I'm going to tell you, you physically do not have the space on your pack to carry. It's not that you physically couldn't. You just don't have the space to carry. This is a big ass head, Adam. This is the size of your
Sure.
head. You can strap it to Adam. You can absolutely strap it to Adam.
Out of curiosity, was there previously a magic bag that had shit in it that just disappeared?
There's nothing in the
No.
bag of holding.
Okay, I was just curious.
No, I can only. I've always known I can only have 2. I was under the assumption that I could
You
create
read the,
these and then create another one that would dissolve the last.
You read the. You can replace the infusion thing and read it as
Replace as in
the
replace with
replicate item. Yeah.
so replicate items, I can do that.
No. You can do that's infusing an item.
Infusing.
What are we doing with these paintings?
Replicating an item is one of your infused items.
Mm.
Yeah. Yep. It's one of your artificer infusions. Yeah.
I don't know. Are they worth keeping? They're soaked.
Yeah.
Henry, how do you feel about the? What do you think we do with the paintings?
I think an
Oh,
Arcana check to try and.
I think we should hang on to them.
I would say have everyone make. This is going to be controversial, but make a performance check. This is more about judging
performance.
the work of art.
Natural 20.
Is that a 9 or a 6?
I rolled a natural 20, Andrew.
16.
Except I have a negative.
Natural 1.
So it's 19.
8.
16.
So an 18 or better. With a natural 20, however. So with an 18 or better, you can tell that these have value, even though they're wet. These weren't oil, or is it oil that these would stay in the water?
No, yeah.
Oil would be hydrophobic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these were oil, and they've held their form fairly well. These still have value. Specifically, about 250 gold's worth of value per painting.
So who all knows that?
With an 18 or
Who rolled higher than 18?
Someone rolled a natural 20, and then someone
Yes.
rolled.
It was him.
Yeah.
It's
It's
just
just-
him trying to take away more gold for himself again.
yeah, it's just Kazamak. So just
I'm gonna look at them and be like, well, they don't really seem worth it. So I mean, whoever wants them can grab them, I guess.
I mean, I'm not carrying them for you. That's all.
They're
I got.
worthless. There's nothing there. They're absolutely worthless.
You want to carry 8 paintings? You carry 8 paintings, my guy.
I've always been kind of partial to photographs of that
Well,
type. I don't mind keeping them. And Adam, he loves carrying stuff. So
I'll take 3 then.
why would you want 3?
Because I got.
Where are you putting 3 paintings?
In my bag.
These are 6x6 paintings. These are not small.
They're like that. Oh no,
They're half a foot by half a foot.
Yeah.
These are pretty
Really?
significant size paintings to be shoving in a duffel bag. So 3 in a duffel bag. Okay, yeah, probably, but it's gonna be a tight fit. Now we can say for brevity's sake, you come to the realization that you can take these off the little wooden frame and roll them up into scroll form. Then you guys can easily put all 8 of these
Would
in
he-
bags.
would he have any reason to want to take 3 of them?
I don't know.
He's a pervert.
That's you're made of God.
Research purposes.
You're made of God. What
Research purposes.
You
research?
gotta save one for my boy Henry.
You have. I'm gonna come
I
out
don't need them.
here and say that a person who
Of the faith.
who's just recently been punished. I'm gonna rule that you have 0 interest in these
I was gonna
paintings.
burn it later because it's
Been punished. What if he?
That's
what if
that's
he
what's
really
funny.
liked that
Okay, so
punishment?
Burn it
dude?
later because it's blasphemy.
Okay, yeah, above table. If that's the reason why.
That's why I was taking it.
Thank you, Chris and Chris, for laughing at my jokes.
I don't know. We've seen the Catholic Church. They'll take punishment and continue to do the exact same deed over and over
But what
again.
if they liked the punishment a little?
So that's fine. I won't step in then. You guys can argue on the table.
I want to do an insight check to see if he actually wants them because I'm the only one who knows they're valuable.
Okay, go ahead and make an insight check.
Where's this shit at? Insight.
Standing next to Vin while they're arguing over nude women paintings.
He does want them. Yes, he does want them.
Right.
We're just watching them do that, and I'm not even gonna look at you and be like, "My name's Kid, by the way."
But with an 18, you don't get the sense that he has any idea that they're valuable.
I will do my best to get used to that.
Brom, why do you want these? Aren't you a man of the faith?
Yes, I'm going to burn them later.
Take out a notebook,
Well, then just give them.
right? Cross out Esme.
Might be worth something.
Like you see an aggressive like
What? Blasphemy is not worth money.
hit.
All right. Well, say that when your coin piracy is light, and I'm gonna take the one. How many?
Five.
Six?
Yeah, 5 left. I took 3.
Oh,
I
five.
had 5. You had 5 left.
But I want to look at them and see if how rotted the frames look like.
They're not really in frames. They're just like on like the little wooden thing that picket
Oh.
canvases are on.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just like laid out so it could be pressed flat.
Yeah.
If I was to like
You can wrap them up like a scroll.
Okay, that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna try to do.
Yeah.
Just
And then while they're arguing about painting and stuff, can I just grab some scales, maybe an organ or two, because I know that I might be able to sell that.
Sure.
Okay.
Make a survival check.
Is there any heads left? Did you get them?
Nice. Dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, you can harvest say D8's worth of scales here, so I'll reroll that. 4 scales, pristine hydro scales, and you get a chunk of hydro liver, unless you're looking for something specific.
There's nothing on our list, so nothing specific.
I would like to try to get the eyes and tongue of one of the hydras.
Okay. Yeah, make a survival check. Henry's just watch everyone is just Henry and Kate, you guys watching everyone just
teasing.
butchering this animal.
22.
Jesus.
While all this
Whoever
is
that
going
is.
down, like I've just lost interest. Are all the horses okay?
Yeah, they're fine. They're spooked, but they're all around.
I'm gonna
Jimmy's
walk over,
not going anywhere.
I'm gonna walk over to Jimmy and try and calm him down, and then just like make sure he's ready to go.
Okay.
I got off mine only after it was dead.
I'm still on
And
me.
you get some eyes and I guess a tongue. You said you wanted.
Eyes
Okay.
and tongue.
Adam is currently fastening the head.
Yeah, once I get my scales, I'm just like, give me a chunk of liver, or whatever organ this is. We gotta get out of here. Checks paper. Kit is in a rush.
Oh yeah, we do have a timetable to meet.
So your
Small
name is
timetable.
Kit?
Wait, who?
I'll look over to Henry and be like, "Yeah, I told Vin because I did say I'd be honest with him."
All right. Well,
Everyone else was kind of preoccupied.
absolutely disgusting.
I was-
Cast prestidigitation on myself, just like, ugh.
Go over, put a
Sure.
hand on Henry's shoulder, just covered in Hydra blood and like gore, and just like, all right, we ready to get going?
Ugh, ugh, prestidigitation.
Oh well, we're all we're loaded up over here. Whenever we're ready to hit the road.
Yeah, we need to
Yeah.
go.
There's no way that this counts as a short rest, does it?
No.
I didn't think so.
Actively ripping guts out of an animal.
We just need
Yeah,
to ask.
downtime activity.
Yeah, it was sweet of you to ask. You know, I needed a chuckle. That was a good chuckle.
How's Van Eth doing?
Van Eff is slightly beat up. He kind of walks over and goes. He's been like watching everyone butcher the beast. He goes, "They're not letting anything go to waste, are they?"
No, they're getting all of it.
I understand we're going to Blackmore.
Yes, with haste.
Is he like saddling up with you? He goes, "Ah, well then, I've never been."
Oh, you're in for a treat. Great place.
I've avoided it. I've heard it's a bit lawless.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. So, as everyone mounts up their horses and gets back onto the road, this trail through the woods, let's hoof it. So, as you guys take off, you are essentially going 100. You're gonna at a breakneck speed. So horses move 60 miles per day. So if you're moving at double the speed, you're going to take the 2 points of exhaustion at the end of the day.
The horses.
Yeah, the horses are. Yeah. But you will push these horses through 100, basically 100 miles in a fucking day.
Jesus.
I'm not sure how much it would help, but if like say we're going on some like difficult stuff or like going through a river or something, I'd be casting guidance on Jimmy as we're going through these difficult spots throughout the journey. Just trying to
Now.
help my boy.
Around the 60-mile mark, you guys hit the point where you need to make camp and bed down. Or if you ride through the night, you still have another 40 miles that you're going to be able to go on the horses through the night. But you will suffer a point of exhaustion riding on the horses throughout the night because I'm not going to give you a long rest while you're riding on horseback.
How far are we from Blackmore at this point?
20,000 miles.
So from the edge of the lake,
We could get to the edge of the lake if we booked it all throughout the night.
correct. In the morning, you'd arrive at the edge of the lake.
So I'll say like at one of the few rests where we stop and just to let the horses like drink a little water and eat. I'll turn to Kit and be like, well, looking at this map I have here, if
Yep.
we make it, if we ride through the night, we'll make it. But I think maybe we should rest, and then we'll still make it tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I don't know if there's going to be any ferries running this late. So it would be kind of we're at the mercy of the ferries once we get there anyways.
Good point. Good point. I don't know.
I mean, I'm very eager to get there, obviously, but I also don't.
So if we go through the night, we'll get there in the morning when I imagine the ferry services would be the most prominent. No?
Yeah, so if you go through the night, you will get there in the morning. You don't know anything about the ferry system.
I don't know, but Kit tonight. That's why I'm talking to Kit tonight. I'm talking to Kit.
I thought we were saying that we would get to the edge of the lake in like the middle of the night.
If you ride through the night, tomorrow morning, you will make it to the edge of the lake. You'll make it to the south. If you're looking at the digital map, it looks slightly different because I'm not a fucking artist, but basically the south of the southern edge of the lake. South, like the southwestern most edge.
And if we slept now and left, we'd get there what, like midday?
Correct.
Slept on
Put in the horses again. The horses would have 3 points of exhaustion when you got to the lake.
Versus like 2.
Correct.
Close.
I mean, I know it's asking a lot, but I don't have much time. Retcon that a little bit.
Well,
The only do
understand.
you have knowledge of this ferry service you're speaking? Is it will they be? Are we going? Does that?
That's a good question, Andrew. Does Kit have any knowledge of anything about the ferry system?
Make a history check.
Guidance.
With what the Inari brought back? Are you giving me guidance?
Yeah.
Sweet. 14.
14.
Unless I can add my proficiency modifier.
I'd say there's not much. I mean, there's a lot to know about Blackmore, but I'd say that knowing how to get there is pretty important. The ferry system would be something the Inari would bring back, I would imagine. Yes, I think you would know that peak times are early evening and early morning for the ferries.
I'll just relay that we have a much better chance of getting a ferry if we continue through.
The only thing is, everybody here is going to be hurting. We don't know what we're getting into. Where is Blackmore Lake? Has anybody been there before?
Oh,
Henry said he's been there. I know of Blackamore.
Henry,
I don't-
is Blackmore a place we need to be?
You should have your wits about you in general whenever you're traveling. And that's doubly
Keep
true.
an eye on your bag at all times.
Yes. It's
So-
doubly true in Blackmore.
Doubly true.
Yeah, I mean, Henry, you would know, as you said, Blackmore's kind of known for being this like lawless town. I like if I had to put like a brand like on it, it's like I mean, sure, but like Vegas when it was like a little bit wilder, like Vegas in like the '60s.
Oh,
Like,
Mafia
when
Vegas.
the mafia ran in Vegas. Yeah, that's actually exactly what it is. So like, that's kind of what it is. It's lawless, but it has its own. It's like its own chaotic brand of law.
It's got its own.
So it's like there's rules that you just there's city rules, but there's also like the rules that are like not written down. Like you don't steal from the casino, you don't do things like that. So Henry, you're fairly familiar there with the area. The only thing of real mark of value that you've ever cared about is the Silver Serpent Casino.
Okay. And I'd imagine, would it be like the casinos also provide lodgings and there's tons of inns and stuff? Like there's places to stay here, right?
Yeah,
It'd
the
be low key.
casino. This casino is a very big inn, very big inn.
Okay.
I only bring this all up, because if I don't want to have to fight another monster if we trudging through the night nonstop.
Well, if we meet one on our way, I mean, we might have to, but nothing in the city. You just gotta watch your coin purse. If we head straight, I know a place where we can get some lodging.
Okay.
We head there, we chill, we get a room for the night or the day, lay low, recover from the journey, and Kit can do whatever they have to do.
Okay. Well.
I mean, if everybody's down, we can keep riding.
Well, better get going then.
Okay. So as you guys are riding through the night, it's a whole nother encounter game. So go ahead and roll on a d6 for me, please.
Three
Three.
hydras appear out of a lake.
Oh, who's rolling?
I rolled first.
I'm gonna have. I'll have Chris roll.
Thanks. Thanks.
4.
Okay.
A dragon swoops out of the sky.
Around like 2 in the morning, as you guys are riding through the night. First off, as you guys are riding through the night, anything you want to role play as you go?
I would have just said right before we set off, I know I'm asking a lot of everybody, but I do genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate it. And then she'll just kind of like nuzzle behind Vin.
Good.
During the ride, now that she's exposed herself, and Kazmak is very interested in that type of creature because he's never only ever heard about them. Is gonna try to make conversation. So, you're a foxfolk, huh? Well,
I mean, yeah, that much is
we could.
evident.
Yeah. So how many of your family got taken? Is it like your husband or kid or something or?
No husband, no kid, all family.
Yep, I got a clan, I guess.
Are you asking if we're a clan?
No, I'm asking you if that's what you were part of, a clan.
I mean, we're all one people.
One heart, one heart.
This conversation's incredibly awkward for me, guys. Do you mind?
Yeah,
Pops off, of course.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering, Vince. I've only ever really read about the Kino Kages, so just wondering.
Who's that?
I believe it's them.
You are the Kino Kage?
She will not look at Azamak, and she will just straight ahead, and will say, "No, we are the Kitsuno people. What he's wearing is a part of the Kino Kage."
Oh.
Yeah, that's fair. I always assumed that's what she all were, was the Kino
So
Kage.
so are they dead?
No,
Huh.
No, just I mean this one, but that was a long time ago.
he's not dead.
Well,
That's
So
your
but
ignorance.
that came from a person you know who's still alive, but was a long time ago that it happened. It wasn't a fully different guy. Same guy.
Yes, it's the same man.
How old is this guy?
And she'll like do some math in her head. Just over 900.
that is very interesting.
The first time she'll look at you, and I think you know a lot of these answers that you're asking. And don't worry, I know he's still alive because I was there when that was taken.
Oh, way before my time, but I've again only ever heard the stories. It's just interesting to meet one in real life.
And I'm sure your people tell that story with great honor.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great honor to wear this tail.
Me.
Guys,
And
this
then
is dark.
she'll
This
just
is so dark.
She's quiet after that.
I'm fully in character right now, just freaking out on the front of my horse. Like, this is so uncomfortable. This is an incredibly dark conversation.
The tensions are just slowly rising.
Henry, as you ride,
I'm gonna take out my drum and play to distract myself.
well, you are holding the reins of a horse.
I gotta do something here, man. I'm freaking out.
Just keep playing a switch while
Henry, as you ride, Van Eth sitting behind you kind of leans in and goes, "So you've been here before, Blackmore, that is."
Oh yeah, long time ago. I'm pretty well traveled.
And how will they react when you tell them the Empire's return?
Well, first thing, don't plan on telling them shit, because then they ask you questions, and you don't want them to ask you questions.
Oh.
At least not to get in. Maybe once we're in, I don't know. But yeah, nope. We get in, we rest, we get up to tip-top shape, and then we'll venture that. But when we're entering the city, nope. We're just here for I'm taking my grandchildren to the casino.
So, as you guys
That's the plan we're going with, huh?
take my grandchildren to the casino.
That's what Henry's going with.
As you guys ride through the night, you know what? Choose your own adventure.
Yep.
You guys want to ride through the night on a bridge and get to Blackmore and be in Blackmore, or do you want to do the encounter that I have planned?
We rolled for it.
We
I-
rolled for it. The
All right.
dice decide.
Wait, before we answer, how could this? What are the odds of a TPK here?
Sorry, I've already got 3 people that said that they want to look at the dice.
Hey, you guys need to learn how to fucking chill. All right, when you're at the table, when you're at the negotiators table.
So 3
Yeah.
people have said, you know, let's let the dice decide. So we'll let the dice decide. As you guys ride through the night, you don't have to make a perception check because it would stand out. It's pretty dark here. It is. I actually have this written down. I believe it is the 10th day of the 2nd month.
No, we were on
We're on the
the
11th
we were on
day.
the 11th, and then we just woke up. So we
This is the 12th day if we're riding through the night.
after the night is be the 12th day.
So it is the 12th day of the 11th month. It is after midnight. And it is dark as hell as you ride along through the woods. In front of you, about 30 feet, appears an apparition on the trail. Off to the side, yeah, as you hit the brakes on the horses, you see this apparition appear on the trail. It is very clearly a phantom or a ghost of some sort. And appears to be this woman, and she's wailing.
Has Henry in his travels ever encountered something like this?
Make make an Arcana check.
Is the wailing making noise?
Yeah.
That's going to be a 19.
19. Yeah, this is it looks to be a phantom, not necessarily, it doesn't appear to be aggressive at this point. You know, I mean, you're within like 30 feet of it. Like, if it wanted to be aggressive, it could be aggressive at this point. Doesn't appear to be aggressive yet. You have encountered phantoms before. Typically, it's easier to play it out than it is to engage. As in, like, it's easier to just let it do its thing than it is to attack it.
Okay. And would I get the sense that if we just kind of give it a wide berth on the trail and get past it, it would leave us alone, or hold back
possibly.
and like...
Yeah, possibly.
Okay. I think I've seen these before, guys. I know it's kind of crazy, but I think we can. I think we could just, if we go slow, don't attack it, give it a wide berth, we can get by it. Kazamak, you should probably go first.
What? This is what? Considering you're sending the first,
Oh, it's just a phantom.
which is what?
You know, just the phantom, a ghost of someone who suffered horribly or something. You know, it's fine.
Their soul was lost to this world. They were not allowed into the Prime Pantheon.
Oh, well then, Brahm should go first. He's the holy one. Maybe it'll be scared of him. Seems fair to me.
Sure, yeah, why not?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Hey, you're the one always preaching about your God. I think you should be the one to go first.
Okay.
And I'll follow behind.
Okay, so as you guys ride up, we get within like 15 feet, and the phantom begins to talk. The wails, the screaming stops, and you hear the phantom go, "They called me Hexblood. They called me Dirty. They called me Hag." And you see the phantom as you get within like 5 feet of it, 10 feet of it, as you're like kind of like right next to it. The phantom like expands, and it's an entire scene. And there's an entire like village of people, these faceless, screaming mob. You hear them shouting, "Hag, witch blood, hex blood," at this poor woman. And she's kind of like hunkered down, like screaming, like protecting her face away from this, like these people screaming. There's nothing that outwardly makes her look like a hat. You can see her screaming. She's wearing this really intricate and beautiful necklace. It's got this. It's like heavy silver. It's inlaid with this real pretty blue stone. And then you can see she's got like just simple like peasant's clothes on. She's getting like shouted at, and then it stops, and it's back to her. So I fled. The only place I felt safe, the woods, and it shows like in the wood line, like in the distance, like she disappears, and 30 feet away, there's like a ghost version of her again, like a younger version, like the same, I guess technically the same age, like running into the woods. She goes, and then I found it. And the light, as you guys like get like 10 feet past where she originally was, she reappears, and you're riding next to this small pond. She goes, I couldn't go home. Never. I couldn't face what they accused me of. No man would dare marry me. So, I did the only thing I knew. You see a ghostly version of her tying a heavy stone around her waist. She treads out into the water and drowns herself. And then the ghost disappears. And you guys continue to ride past the lake or the pond.
Definitely.
So that was fucked up.
Definitely kind of creepy, Henry. How do you know
Yeah.
something about these things?
Oh, I've traveled well. This isn't the first time. That was creepier than the other one, though. The other one was less creepy. It wasn't that bad, but this one, yeah, I got goosebumps.
What you keep saying you've traveled a lot. What do you do? What are you? You're an old man that knows a lot of magic and says he's traveled an awful lot.
Well, first of all, I wouldn't say I know a lot of magic. I've picked up a few tricks in my travels, yes, but I don't know a lot. But yeah, I was just a traveler. I traveled with trade caravans for a while.
Trading what?
Whatever. Just whatever they pick up from town to town, you know. It could just be, you know, textiles, or, you know, if we got lucky, maybe we got some kind of ore, some kind of metal, and we could trade that, you know. Honestly, I hopped around from caravan to caravan, just kind of seeing. I wanted to see the world.
Did you?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Where was your favorite place?
My favorite place? Oh, I mean, that's every place has its own charm, you know. Good grass is really, really nice, really nice. But I settled in Last Drop because it was, you know, there's good people there and they needed help, and uh, I like helping. So that's
What did
Last Drop.
what do they need help with?
Well, they just didn't have any real healers, you know, anybody to help. Like every so often maybe a cleric would come through and they could, you know, help with them, but you know, just for your basic ailments, you know, children with stomach aches, you know, people, you know, maybe a cold or some kind of ailment, I could whip up a tincture real quick and help them out.
Seems honest enough. Have
Yeah.
to check on his story of him just traveling around.
You can make a deception check whether you're lying or not.
Dice don't fail me now.
I'll lean back to Kit and be
That was
like,
horrible.
yes,
I
a
believe what you're
lot
saying.
of questions.
Right.
Yeah.
9. So I believe what you're saying, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
I always enjoyed trading things as well. See if I can't come across anything unique in some of the travels that we've been doing, but it's really just been these kind of shitty paintings, honestly.
Yeah. You know, I never really picked up on, you know, it was funny. I never picked up so much on the trade part of it. I was more of just a hand to help. It was more about the travel for me, seeing the things, you know, enjoying the sights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sense. Never been much of a traveler myself.
Oh, it's a beautiful world out here. It's wonderful. Just got to be careful.
Yeah, there's lots of creatures to be had. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Never seen that thing we fought before. Read about them, but never seen one.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Thing almost ate Prob.
they did actually. He looked pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Glad it wasn't me.
Yeah. How much further do we have? My butt's getting real sore on this damn horse. We've been riding for a long ass time.
Bronk.
Before we rode off where the pond was, I would have gotten close to the pond, dismounted the horse, and then I would have produced where does it have my bag? My bag.
Oh, space.
A candle, and then I would have brought out my holy symbol. I would have lit the candle right there, right next to me.
Okay.
And then I would have done a prayer to Anam, saying, Anam, please forgive her sins. She turned to the only thing she knew, which was death, because she was an outcast of her society. Give her a chance to redeem herself and to embrace your holiness with the prime pantheon and the prime gods.
Okay. Are you casting a spell?
I'm not casting a spell, I'm just doing a prayer. Hopefully she could rest in peace and be released back into the to the heavens or to the underdark, whatever.
The Underdark, but yeah, yes.
Somewhere else.
Yes, gotcha.
Yes. So that way she doesn't
Yeah, you're doing a
scare
prayer.
away travelers. I'm just trying to do the holy thing right now. I'm just trying to bless this one. This lake is cursed. Repent! Repent!
Yeah, you get up and you get off your horse. You set up a quick little ritual. You do a prayer, and you put it back away and get back on your horse.
Mhm.
Yeah.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna walk up next to him and just kind of let him do his thing, but I want to cast detect magic on the pond.
Okay. Yeah. What's the range on detect magic? I think it's 60 feet. Or is it 30?
30 feet.
30. Yeah. There's a faint magic about 20 feet down in the water.
Okay. I'm gonna
Don't take the bait.
I'm going to I'm gonna turn my head a little bit and be like, Philip? Fetch. Fetch.
The last time you put me on. Splash. I'll remember that. So he swims it out, dives down. Philip finds about suspended 20 feet in the water by an old, worn, barnacle-covered rope, moss-covered rope, is a skeleton. Around the skeleton's neck, hanging loosely, is a pristine amulet. Philip grabs it and swims back to shore. I don't know what I got. Got a shiny.
Oh, good job, Philip. Someone's getting an extra large block of cheese.
Oh, you bet your ass.
All right, well,
I would like to see when Philip comes out of the water with an amulet. I would caution him. I'd be like, Henry,
well, yeah.
it's not wise to take things off the dead that were rejected by the Prime Pantheon.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna take this and I'm going to cleanse it. And then it'll be fine.
Some of those things may not be cleansed. I just want you to know that.
Oh, not my first rodeo, buddy. Don't worry. I'll take care of this. Don't worry. Me and the gods are good.
As I get on the horse, I'll be like, you have been warned.
Roger that. And I'm gonna take like a loose rag or something, and I'm gonna grab the locket, like not touching it, and then just put it in my bag.
Okay.
Okay. Wait till we get back. Wait till we stop.
Curse. Shit.
Braum did warn him. He fucked up.
Can't pass on a magic amulet. All right.
Swear.
True.
Never know what it could be.
Mm-hmm.
True. So, as you guys have that conversation, hop back on the horses and ride. Anything that you want to roll.
Let's ride.
All right. As you make it back to, as you head east, the sun rises, and as you make it, as the sun begins to rise around about 4 a.m., you make it to the lake. Sorry, you kind of threw me off there. You make it to the lake. It is not bustling, but as you kind of pull up, horses absolutely fucking covered in sweat, by the way. They're done. Like
They're going to die.
they would have taken the 2 points of exhaustion and then an additional point of exhaustion. So the horses have 3 points of exhaustion. They're half dead. They've pushed them so hard they're halfway to death. That's how fucked up these horses are. They're frothing. You take them to the edge of the lake and they're immediately like drinking the water.
Dying.
Yeah, like they're all about it. You guys see that there are other wagons and like people on horseback like waiting for ferries here. Not a lot, but like enough that like it's noticeable.
Do the horses look like they're going to die, or they'll be fine?
The horses will. They look like they'll be fine.
Is there a line to get on said ferries, or is it like first come first serve, or is it how are they doing it?
One more time.
For like the people waiting, are they like queuing to get on the ferry? Like there's a orderly line, or is it like kind of everyone just gets on as they please?
Everyone just kind of gets on as they please. You get the sense, well, you know that it's a barter system. It's not like hey, it's 5 gold, first come, first serve. It's if there's one ferry and 20 groups of people, they're all going to be in a bidding war for that ferry. Capitalism is finest.
I am down to slap down some cash because I'm on a fucking mission from God.
We got our point of exhaustion now, right?
You do, yes.
Did we have a homework last night, Chris?
Buddy, we play the game to play the game. All right. Yep. We make decisions, and those have consequences.
Relax.
So as you guys are there, you're off horseback, you're stretching. You guys would be pretty fucked up too. You got a point of exhaustion. It's not you've been riding for 24, almost 24 straight hours, basically 20 straight hours.
Your boy's ass is crippled.
Yeah, like you do not feel good. You would not feel well at all. So you guys are like also like fucked up. The horses are like sitting like in the water at this point, like their hocks are in the water. It's you're waiting for about an hour before the ferry comes. The ferry comes at about 6 a.m. You notice there's about 3 ships that show up. They look like little tugboats, basically, but they're all sail and oar powered. So they got like big open bays, so you can literally like ride your horses into the ferry.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So like not all of them, like some of them are just 4 people. You see like the ones that are just a group of people that get off the wagon, get on the ferry, wagon drives off, ferry, that type of thing. But you guys, you see one of these old barge captains driving one of these ferries comes up to you guys and goes, "You're looking to take your horses?"
Yes. Yes, we are. Or I am, at least.
Oh, yes.
So it's a gold ahead. Horses counts as a head.
Roger that.
I didn't hear how much he said. Did he say 40?
2, 3, 4.
A gold ahead.
Okay.
Am I too quiet? I need to know if I'm being quiet because
No, just there was 2 sounds happening at the same time.
Okay. Yeah.
How many horses do we have? Like 3?
We have
4?
I think it's 4 horses. No, it's 3 horses. Yeah, it's 3 horses.
No, it's 4 because Brahm has 1 too.
Yep, 4 horses. I just
4
forgot.
horses, 6 people.
I'll just toss the dude 10 gold. Because just
Got it.
Total cost.
real quick and then hope for a better ride.
What? So you toss the guy 10 gold. He goes, "That'll do it." So get him on, and we'll get underway. Only one place to go. Blackmore.
How long is this ferry ride?
We'll be there by midday.
Okay. Is it at least 4 hours? I don't know what time it is.
No.
Uh,
so
So
at
it's
least-
six. It's 6. This trip is 6 hours.
Okay.
God damn.
So you need 4 hours of you have to take 8 hours though. A long rest still takes 8 hours. So you're not going to have time to take a full long rest. You will be able to take a short rest, but you won't be able to take a long rest.
Mhm. Okay.
I will take that short rest and get back my key points.
Short rest does nothing for me.
Me either.
I remember that line. It's not a fun one. Everyone's like, "Yeah, look at me, I'm so much better now."
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a brother. What happens?
No, you're fine. You guys are on the ferry.
You just got off the fair?
Yeah.
What time is it? It was in the morning.
It's you guys got on the ferry at 6 a.m.
Got it.
So you said you'll be there by midday. He goes, so you ever been to Blackmore before?
Oh, long ago, yes.
Ah, well, not much has changed then. Silver Serpent Casino. It's under different management, but Vittorio seems to be good enough at what he does, keeping the peace.
Are the rates the same to stay there?
They are a golden night.
Okay.
And
Do
as
they
you
still have stables?
they do.
Good, good, good.
Is there any specific places, like, I don't know, markets or specific locations where people go to kind of trade any sort of random item?
You'll be looking for the Ebony and Ivy Trading Company. They're at the docks. You'll see them. You'll walk past them when I offboard you.
Sucks.
During this downtime during this ferry ride, can I be taking with Vinsire? Because I have parchment canonically, very first episode. I was taking notes. I just want to. He's gonna sit down and just write out everything he's learned so far, like about the different cities and everything going on with the politics, and then recount his conversation with Kazumek and Kitsune that he overheard last night with the whole Kage and that beef. Just basically, at that point, he's journaling to get that out because that's some heavy stuff that happened there. It's a lot of tension, that dynamic. He doesn't know how to really navigate that now. There's a lot of layers there. I'm just maintaining a record of what's happened and everything.
Okay.
I'm also going to finish scribing my spell.
Awesome.
Whenever I guess I would just bug you as you're like writing, Henry.
Mhm.
Like just like sit there, crisscross applesauce with my staff across my lap. Like, so did you ever travel east out towards the damn, I can't even remember my own fucking city's name. Hold on. The Bleeding Woods.
Oh yeah.
Sure, well, cool. So,
Is that east?
Yeah.
Yes. East.
What'd you think of it?
Get home pretty, so we get you some gold.
Well, that general area I'm
That's for me to have this.
pretty familiar with. It was fine. There's some nice towns over there.
Throw them in the water. You could have used magic.
I guess another truth. I'm not actually from Liddy's Hold. You,
Oh no.
you can pick up on that.
Oh. You from around Letty's Hold?
East of High Watch. So yeah, the Bleeding Wood.
Okay. Okay. Well. Oh, interesting. Interesting. What brings you out? If your family was kidnapped, what are you doing out here?
Doing what I told to do to get him back.
Ah.
And I'll just like point at the ink marking on the paw again. Be like, I'll give you the whole rundown of Orion coming and snatching my people up. And how I was essentially like defenseless and useless and keeping them alive, but I've been keeping tabs on them as best I can. And so yeah, that brings me here.
Well, we have a little bit of time. You mind if I take a look at that mark?
Sure. And I'll just like paw out.
All right. Well, you're gonna have to hold it there for about 11 minutes.
I'll put it down on my lap then. If does that work?
Yep. And can I try and cast Identify on the
Yeah.
mark that was given?
Yeah, it is a. It is a. It has similarities to the scrying spell, which you're familiar with. It has some similarities to the locate person spell. There's some other stuff in there that's also enchantment magic, but those are the two things that you get the most.
Okay. Well, you're being watched and tracked, my friend.
Oh, I picked up on that.
I'm sure you have, but just to alleviate any kind of uncertainty, they know where
They
you are,
they
and
can
they
also
can see
talk to
you.
me. They can talk to me through it too.
Oh, yes, you did
I don't
mention.
know if it's two ways, so I don't know once we get to. I mean, they'll know I'm there, but I figured it'd be nice to figure out what they want me to do next. So I don't know if I'm just gonna have to wait for them to reach out to me, or if I can do something with this. So I guess we'll find out in, a couple hours.
Well, I'm very sorry you're in the situation you're in. It's a very tough spot to be. You have my sympathy.
Well, that's appreciated. And I apologize for lying. But I mean, I don't know if you know much about my people. That's just kind of our way. We
Well,
observe, we don't interact.
you run around and tell the truth to every stranger you run into. You're just a fucking idiot.
Hey.
So, good to you.
Writing in his book, tear sheds a little bit.
Damn.
So,
Roasted.
as you guys eventually make it to the docks,
One last thing, and like right as we like finish up, all right, I'll let you do your thing. And by the way, I'm 365 years old. So to
Are you
me,
flirting with him?
No,
to
you're not.
me, you are pretty young. And then I'll go back and I'll just kind of like meditate on my own.
Yeah.
I'm
So
virile.
go ahead. Oh, you just I'm virile. As you approach the docks of Blackmore, a couple of things hit you, and Henry, even you would be blown away by this, is the sheer scope of the docks. You all know now that the canals connect this lake to the sea. So this lake actually has a very fast-growing shipwright business. So as you approach, you would see a massive, like 3 or 4 galleys being built simultaneously, like at dry dock, like right off the docks. You would see in a kind of a towering 3-story building. It's kind of like, it looks like the bottom is made of like stone, and then the top 2 portions are made of wood and like thatch, or not thatch, but like wood and like what is the fucking thing that you put on a roof? Jesus, like a normal roof.
Oh, I was like,
Why can I not think of a word for roof? What's the word for roof?
A fucking thing, you know.
the top of the house.
The top of the fucking house, the thing where the roof goes. Like a normal ass roof.
Like nature.
But there's like wood and stone. But it's this large imposing building. The guy kind of points and goes, "That'll be the Silver Serpent." And that's that large building he's pointing. He goes, "And that's the Crimson Sails." It points to like the shipwright business. And he goes, "And that across from," he kind of like points a little bit across from Crimson Sails. He goes, "That's Ebony and Ivory right there. That's the store. That's the shop I was telling you about."
And the name of the big building was what again?
The Silver Serpent.
The casino.
So,
What was Ebony and Ivory?
It's the, he asked for like a general store.
So. Ebony.
where would there be an area where we can board our horses for the time being once we dock?
That'll be the Silver Serpent.
Perfect.
It's the only place in town to get a rest, and it's the only place in town that has the facilities to take care of horses.
Easy enough for me.
So, as your ferry hits the docks, you guys can mount up back on your horses and head off down the pier into town. As you do, the first two things you come across at the end of the pier on your left is Ebony and Ivory Trading Company. On your right is, on your left is Crimson Sales. On your right is Ebony and Ivory Trading Company. What strikes you about the city itself? It's not like it's not a very big place. It seems like everything's kind of built around the Silver Serpent Casino. You can see like kind of in the distance off to the west on the island, you can see that there are some farms. Further down, there's like a road that goes out of town. You can see that it's basically built on stilts. All the homes, all the shops, everything is built on stilts here, except for the Silver Serpent. So, as you stand there, you guys want to go into any of these places? You want to go to the Silver Serpent first?
Casino.
Yeah.
The casino.
Oh, you want to go to the casino?
Telling me that we should go to the casino.
Oh, you want to go to the casino? Oh, okay.
Oh, I think I'm
You
kind
guys
of
go to the casino.
tired.
Yeah, I mean, you do have two point of
Yeah.
exhaustion. Your horses have 3, so it makes sense.
Can
As you
we stable our horses before we go?
Yeah, well, you can do it all at the casino.
At the casino?
In the casino.
Yeah, so as you guys make your way to the casino,
Game floor.
the Silver Serpent. The Silver Serpent is this, as I described, stone building, first level, and it's 3 stories tall. It gets narrower as you go up. So it's kind of like a very small pyramid.
Fatal funnel.
Fatal
funnel.
So at the very top, you can see there's this pretty balcony that's made out of wood that wraps all the way around the very top level. It looks like it's maybe like a singular room almost. Underneath that is the second level. You can see that there's windows on the outside of the building that are evenly spaced, maybe every 6 feet or so. But you can't really see inside them. You can't like see through the windows, if that makes sense. And then on the bottom level, there are windows, but there are bars across the windows. And you can see inside, and you can see that there are people like moving inside the casino. It's pretty popping in there, pretty bustling. Outside of the casino, there is to the left of the casino itself, there's this large barn. And as you get the sense, as you see all the horses outside the barn, that this is where you take your horses, and you pull up to the stables. Stable master comes out and says, "All right, so it's a silver a day per horse paid at the end of the board."
Right, okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna reach in my bag, pull out a gold. I'm gonna say, this horse has done a lot. It's a beautiful horse, and I want it very well taken care of. This is for you.
He takes it. He goes, "Well, thank you, sir. We'll make sure she's taken care of."
Thank you.
Yeah, and pretty quickly they take your horses, take your tack, and you see the horses are let out. Go ahead.
Adam will have kind of appeared and walked up behind us and taken off the head.
So there's no fucking way in hell that Adam kept up with you guys.
He's like a familiar.
Yeah, but he doesn't. There's no way that head doesn't stay with him.
No, I said it's on the horse. And it's, he comes up and takes it off the horse.
Got it.
Yeah. No, he wasn't fucking.
No, Adam was running the whole entire time with it on his back.
No, fuck no.
Adam's a rogue. He was bonus action.
He comes up to the horse from behind and takes it off the horse.
He can do it.
My misunderstanding. So as you guys do all that and get your horses taken care of, you're able to walk over to the Silver Serpent to get your room set up. So as you guys open the doors, first off, there's about 20 people standing outside. There's like this large, it's about 10 feet wide balcony, like on the first level, like overhang. There's like 10, 15 people kind of standing out there like drinking and talking. One guy's like smoking a cigar. they're all like in like normal people clothes. Like this isn't like a fancier, like you don't get the sense it's like a super fancy establishment. And as you walk in, I I want to say like low class Vegas casino. Like something that was like popular like 50 years ago is barely hanging on now. Except for this place is fucking popping. But the interior looks that way. Like it looks out of date, it looks old, right? Everything kind of looks like it's not been updated. It's all well taken care of, well preserved, but it's like very old and out of date.
Going to a 70s.
Yeah, like going to a 70s casino. Yeah.
Rat Pack.
You like walking into like the circus today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like you
Booter Nude
walk
would
in.
be here, man.
Booter it would
Walk
be
in,
here.
and a couple of things strike you immediately. First, there's a large bar, a large circular bar that kind of sits in the center of this square building. The whole space here is probably about 70 feet by 60 feet. So it's a little oblong, but not by much. So it's a fairly robust space, this first level. You can see that the way that it's kind of this first level is kind of split up into 3 sections that kind of spoke off of the central bar. One of these spokes, you see that everybody is kind of, or there's more than 3 spokes, sorry. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 spokes, evenly dividing the place into 4. You have one section where everyone seems to be playing dice. You have another section where everyone's like throwing dice in a cup and like shaking them. You have another section where people are just rolling dice, like almost like one-on-one, like at these little tables. They're like little chess tables, but it's literally just people rolling dice. And then you have people playing cards. Henry, you would know the cards game to be King's Gambit. You guys also notice the striking woman behind the bar. There is, for everyone except for Henry, you've never seen one of these before. For everyone except for Kutsune, this would be like seeing a unicorn, like in present day, like you seeing a unicorn. This is an Air Genasi tending bar at this casino. She's this beautiful kind of like corporal form, just kind of gliding back and forth between the bar. Her hair, this bright, beautiful white. It gives this impression of a thunderstorm like rolling in behind her. Just absolutely, the hair is just like billowing behind her. She's striking. She wears these long silver robe. Her nails are painted silver, and she kind of like again has this kind of like corporal form to her. And she's just slinging drinks behind the bar. You see her; she's filling ale from keg. She's pouring whiskey shots. She's doing everything. And you can see there's like bartenders running up to her, giving orders, and then going back out to the game section. I need everyone to make a perception check.
Ooh, 21.
16.
16.
Natural 1.
22.
My man is enthralled by the Air Genasi.
So for some of you, this won't mean anything. So 16 is the DC for this. In the back left corner of the bar, there is a section that is like velvet roped off. In this velvet roped off section, there's this real big, comfortable looking like double deep couch. On this double deep couch sit a gaggle of figures. There's these 3 very pretty like elven women. There's this really handsome human man. And they're all kind of like fawning over this central figure. For most of you, the central figure is what catches your eye. It's this 3-foot tall goblin dressed in today's highest fashion. He is very well dressed in today's finest silks. He is very clearly someone of court here. Henry, you do not know who this is, but in your day, you know that that is where the owner sat, like that area. However, for one of the party members, it's the person sitting next to them that draws the attention. Kitsune. Sitting next to the goblin, lounging gently and staring directly into your eyes, is Orion.
Yup. Fucking bitch. That long-eared fucking bitch.
He has cum daggers. That means nothing to anyone but me and Andrew.
I'm just gonna like break off from the party and like just beeline to Orion.
Okay. Looks like,
Passive perception is 16. I would clock that, right? I would just notice them.
Clock what? Her walking off.
Just Kit walking off.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like she found whoever she's supposed to meet.
Not in like a rude way or an aggressive way, like just I was told to go here. I'm going to go and talk to the person who I'm been taking orders from.
Yeah, you walk up, and as you walk up and like you cross through the rope, like the velvet rope.
Is there like bouncers? Because I don't want to like go and get clapped.
There doesn't appear to be like anyone like standing security. No, it doesn't appear to be.
Stone giants.
There's no one like in suits or like, yeah, there's no like bouncers like there was in the last campaign.
Oh, is it like earshot from the rope to them?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm not gonna cross the rope, not be rude. I'm gonna be like, I've made it. Got here on the second day.
It's not Orion, but the goblin sitting next to him who speaks first. Yeah? Who the fuck are you?
No disrespect. I was just the gentleman next to you has been giving me orders from afar.
Orion
I'm sorry.
shifts slightly in his seat and goes, well, this is the man I was telling you about, Vittoria. This is Kit, or the woman I've been telling you about. This is Kit. Sorry.
Right.
It's hard because you're not doing a voice and you are a man, so it's hard for me.
Are you a man?
It's hard. Sorry, I do apologize for misgendering your character. He goes, this is the woman that I've been telling you about. This is Kit Sune. He goes, Vittorio goes, right. Well then, I was told there's more of them, right? There's more of you, right?
I'm gonna look to Orion and be like, I don't know, are there?
Orion goes, there should be, right? At least a few. Same kind of like deadpan tone that you used.
She's just gonna like sit there and like kind of like grit out a subtle soft smile and then look back to Vittorio and be like, then to answer your question, yes, there should be.
Right. Well, they kind of need to be here for this. They can fuck off some other time, but we have business to discuss. That's
The other wait, for my clarification, he's talking about Fox folk, right?
He's talking about your party members.
Okay, I was so thrown off. I was like,
I was too.
You
I was
were
like,
talking about talking about the Fox folk saying, "Are there more? Like, is there more?" And very subtly, back at you, like playfully back at you, being like, "Yeah, there could be if you do what you're told to do." Orion.
Nothing can fly over my head. I would catch it.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's waiting for you to get the party.
Okay. Well, apologies. My eagerness got ahead of me. And I'll just like turn around on a heel and like go back to my group.
Well, how'd it go?
We're being requested by the owner of the casino.
What did we do?
Nothing.
What have you gotten us into, Kitsune?
Nothing. I just.
Well, first of all, do they know who we are?
No, it's just they requested the people who are with me.
Can they see us right now?
Yes.
Is there a little
And that's
scribe working in the ceiling, just watching everything going on in the casino?
Van gonna say, I dislike the lawlessness here.
Yeah, is this common, Henry, in a place like this to have the people that sit over there call you over?
No.
Is it good?
No, it's not.
Is it usually good?
No. No.
Hmm.
No, it's
Henry,
not.
it's been a while since you've been here. Maybe you're wrong. Maybe this is a good thing.
It is under new management. I don't know.
Maybe they want to give us. Maybe they're trying to comp us. Maybe they're trying to comp our rooms.
All I can tell you is they said this was a matter of business and that they needed all of us there to discuss it.
I've never even heard of a casino before, and they're for sure going to comp us.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
I
yes.
am way too tired for this. Damn.
For sure, getting the penthouse suite. This is actually Caesar's Palace.
Well, I mean, all right, I'll just walk right over to the rope. I'll lead the way. Like, we're fucking here. I really want to take a nap. I really need to go to bed. I need to get this over with. Hello.
Make sure we get everybody together first.
I'll start wandering over.
So as you guys wander over to the road, you are, as you stand there, this guy that you now know to be, well, one of you now knows to be named Vittorio, begins to talk. He goes, first, introductions. I'm Vittorio Serpent, owner of
That's
this
his real name.
establishment, mayor of the city, and head of the Silver Serpent Gang. So, what I'd like to discuss is a bit of, a bit of some business. Master Orion here ordered a package, shall we say, from Calypso. Only my men that I hired to deliver package here have decided to hold up on the island instead. In one of my old haunts, no less. This is bad for business. Very, very bad for business. And Master Orion says that you, specifically you, when he points at Kitsune, are equipped to handle this situation for us. And before you get your panties in a knot, I don't want you to do this for free. You're doing me a service, you see. And he pauses.
So, my people will be let go.
Orion snickers. I see you've outed yourself to your friends. Not sure that.
I'm just gonna gesture to my form, yes, I have.
Right. Well, no. You will not be getting your friends back. Not yet.
Do I recognize that guy at all?
Which guy? The guy taught Orion?
Orion. Yeah.
You do not.
Do I recognize him?
You do not.
I'm somewhat of a world traveler
You
and
do
a
not.
traveling salesman. Do I recognize him?
No one at the table recognizes Orion except for Kitsune.
I haven't read about this man.
I've actually forgot about Orion.
Yeah.
Well, then, I mean, what is the job then? Master Orion, and she'll do a little mild bow.
Orion just kind of rolls his eyes and gestures to Vittorio, and Vittorio goes, "Oh, it's easy. You're gonna go to one of my old locations. You're gonna kill the traitors and bring back the goods here to me. That's it.
Do you
That's
have
it.
a number of traitors?
No. I mean, there's at least 3, but the ship that they were on, there's got to be at least 10.
Is the nature of this package a weapon?
No.
Okay.
Do you have any idea of where they're held up?
Oh, yeah, I know exactly where they're held up. It's just bad for business to be seen taking care of your own trash. I don't like to have internal business be handled by internal hands. It's hard to come to work on the first day when you know that Bob killed Jimbo.
Forgive my ignorance. The penalty for murder in this area?
I'm the fucking mayor, kid.
Nice.
Politics can be complicated.
One of the members of these traders doesn't happen to be a woman, does it?
Yeah, actually, she's the leader.
Makes sense.
What do you got against women?
I think we've actually had a run-in with these traders before.
Well, good. You know what she looks like, so kill her.
Sounds good to me, especially if we're not gonna get in trouble for it.
No, you're free and clear. And, added bonus, I can't have people just thinking they can just squat and take what they want. It sets a bad example. If anyone's going to be having anything in this city, it needs to be coming from me. So, take care of this for me, and I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Oh, well, say, where the fuck do I sign for this? Able to kill them, and you're gonna give us a place on this island for free, essentially.
Yeah, but it's in real bad shape. It's going to take a little bit of time to even get it livable.
Well,
Probably to level 5.
shit!
Can't imagine.
Level
Tuck it
5,
into
you
your
said.
waistband.
And he continues, and he goes, that repair is not going to come cheap.
Damn.
I see where this is going.
But I can let that go for a favor. I may need your services later, and, well, I can fix up your newly found winnings free of charge, get it livable, but in the future I get to call upon.
Hey, if the job is anything like this one, you've got my hand in.
Well, if it'll help Kit, I guess. Henry, I'm sure has no problem with this, right, Henry?
If it's a job that needs doing, and
Yeah.
I'll do it. But we'll talk later.
Brom, how do you feel?
Take this conversation offline.
Do you have a timeline for this?
Well-
Assassination?
Yeah, I would like it done tomorrow.
Well,
It's only on the edge of the island.
Well, that fits because I need a nap.
Oh, yeah, and of course, rooms are on the house. We'll put you in the suite for the evening.
Perfect.
oh, there we go. I told you.
Yeah, this
You're
pla-
friends of Vittorio, you're friends of the city.
this place just keeps getting better and better, Henry.
I'm gonna like press against the rope now and just be like, and then after this, what next? What of my people?
Orion goes to stand up and he goes, we'll talk soon about your people. I promise, for the most part, they're well taken care of. And with that, he gets up and he exits through a door in the back.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but that ride murdered me, so.
Well, it didn't murder all of you. You are fully erect, young man.
What? Well, what can I say? Thinking about murdering people and not getting in trouble.
Nay, not for
Gets me
nothing,
excited.
but can you fuck off? You're ruining the view.
Fire giant erection isn't a view? You don't like this view? All right, we'll get
All
out of
right, yes, we're. Have a good day, sir.
You guys bug off side of the road to continue your conversation.
That was random as fucking really funny.
You know heard it, but I think maybe me like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Christian was like, young man, flip that up in your waistband.
I didn't even hear it. That's great.
So what are we doing, guys?
Well,
Take a nappy nap.
let's go up to the
Personally, would
suite.
like a nap.
I was gonna storm off to the bar personally.
I'm gonna follow Kit to the bar then. If she's storming to the bar,
Okay.
I'll make a quick trip to the Ebony and Ivory.
Nice 9 a.m. brewski.
Offload some goods.
We'll do that next session.
Yeah,
That is-
that's fine.
yeah, it's already we got 10
It's
minutes.
super late, yeah.
Can I head up to the suite and cast Identify on the amulet?
Sure can. Yeah, you swing by the bartender, introduces herself as Alice Ujin. You get the key. There's only one key, so you get the key, Henry. You're the first one to grab it. You go up and open the door. It's a lovely suite. So it's like there's two sets of twin beds in here. They're kind of like in their own little rooms. There's not much space in these like little bedroom areas, but like there's space and like there's a main living area. So you have like a living room, and like a space to like read. There's like a little, excuse me, there's like a hiccup and a burp. There's like a little library right there. Nothing like magical, just like history books and like the 10 best things to do in Blackmore. All in the silver.
Pamphlet.
What is it, a Yelp review? What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Like
Just all those random pamphlets you get in like
hotel
low rate
pamphlets.
hotels.
Yeah.
Hey, would you like
Um,
to see all the covered bridges in the state of Virginia up here?
Yeah.
There are 12 different Bibles and
Yeah, literally the guide to the covered bridges of Zada. Yeah. Yeah, so it's a pretty good spot. You sit down, you cast Identify. This is I had it. I literally had it up.
And
pull
you're
back
first.
up. This is an amulet of health.
That's a good one.
nice. Too bad it didn't help her.
There's no curse, is there?
Doesn't appear to be.
All right.
I don't think you did a detect curse, right? I don't think that's what you did.
I think Identify tells you.
I'm just kidding.
Maybe it
should.
doesn't.
Oh.
As you guys walk up to the bar, you are greeted by Alice. Well, hello there. I'm Alice Illusion. I'm the bartender, as you can see. She's just like slinging fucking like filling ale up. She goes, talk fast. I don't have much time.
So just 2 ales, please.
Yep. She grabs 2 mugs, fills them with ale. She goes, 6 silver, please.
I'll pay for it and I'll put a gold down.
Yeah. She
Oh,
hands
did
you
you want one too?
Oh, can I also get one too then? And then also here you go.
She goes, that'll be 1 gold, 2 silver.
Is that how that works?
I can't remember. Oh, it should be 9. Sorry.
It's the casino world, and nothing matters.
That should be 9 silver.
1 gold.
Thank you.
Keep the change.
Okay, yeah, she keeps the silver.
Oh, big spender.
10%.
Cost. I've never had one of these before.
A beer?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, it shouldn't do you in too much. I mean, we did just have a long day, but
Big water guy.
well, there's water in it, and then she'll just start like chugging her first beer.
Fair enough. I'm gonna go try to go shot for shot with a 300-year-old fox.
I'm gonna head up to the suite. Go to sleep.
Well, I'll pour half of my second beer in your cup. I'm like, well, if you want to do that, and then I'll just like sip on my second one and just stew over the last 48 hours, and how I just broke like some pretty deep cultural shit because you guys pissed me off.
So, as some of you drink and some of you go up to the suite, prepare for a long rest. That is where we will end our session. So we won't start our long rest yet, but we will be preparing for a long rest for those of us in the suites. For those of us downstairs, well, yours there. So, with that being said, thank you all for being here with us. This was a fun session for me. So, to all a good night, but get the fun out of life.
Oh, it's back!